Well. Just quick apologies. I'm sorry for not streaming yesterday. If you're watching this on the YouTube, you may notice that there was no Saturday VOD. I'm sorry I didn't stream yesterday. Long story short, work was very busy and I just couldn't. But I'm here. I'm determined, even though I'm a little sleepy. Little sleepy. I might have been up until like 3 a.m. running some Python scripts. While programmer, go figure. But I am here to get some law practiced because, you know, I'm still not that good at law. I need to practice some more. As a little Edgeworth boy, the edgiest around. And last time, we left off ready to start some things with one of the best new characters around. Does that joke ever get old? I don't think so. And off stream I did kind of go over my evidence again because I know every time I don't play for a week, I forget everything. So, hopefully I think I know what went on with, you know, Horace's murder, supposedly. We met a new character last time who may be involved. I just need to prove it all fits into place. So let's get those puzzle pieces and let's go. Continue the imprisoned turnabout. Middle. I love that silhouette of Edgeworth. It's just so... It's so much chunkier than Phoenix's Point. I don't know. Reasons for arrest. Ahem. Ahem. Oh. Oh, we're going with his theme for the testimony. Yeah, that tracks. I can't take him seriously, guys. I can't.
So, you want to know my reasons for arresting that man? The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy over there.
That guy? You sure you're a professional the best?
How's that? Perfectly simple, perfectly decisive, right? Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best.
Where was the testimony in that? Where was anything of substance? Man's just said he's guilty, end of story. Okay, I'm just gonna continue. How am I supposed to go about pressing that? Yeah, same Edgeworth. What game is this? Is this Ace Attorney anymore?
How's that? Got nothing to say? Speechless in my presence?
This guy sure talks a lot. So, you're the one who arrested Mr. Keys, I take it. Mr. DeBest, do I have the right to do such a thing?
Well, obviously it was the police who carried out the arrest. But since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest?
I'm giving him that extra trill. As I expected, it'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time. However, her silence is troubling me. Just what is she thinking? I want her to butt in. Give us something to work with, please. Scissor G Pawns, welcome. Also, Windy, how you doing? Okay, here's the... Let me explain. I was going to talk about this. Here's the voice I'm going to try to give for the best. Whenever I impersonate Yu-Gi-Oh!, specifically Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, because of always, you know, that's the version that's in people's minds these days. Joey! Earth to Joey! It's your move, man! But instead of making it a hero, I'm making him the silliest little dumbus you ever did see.
Reasons for arrest!
Something like that. That's where I'm putting it right now. Let's see where it goes. The best, more like the worst. More like sea bass chin. Yo, your chin's a fish. Let's get one thing clear. You do know who you arrested, right?
What? Do you take me for a fool? The one I arrested was Simon Keys. No doubt about it.
I expected you to at least understand that much. Okay, good. He knows more than just that guy. Can we make his face match that jacket over his shoulders? What do you mean his face? Just make him embarrassed red? Really? That's quite a surprise. Apartment complex? I really find it quite simple. So what is the fatal reason for the arrest?
Are you attempting to lure information out of me through flattery? A good strategy, but I'm afraid it won't work on me.
We have found vital evidence implicating Simon Keys. That's what Sebastian was trying to say. Good! Can I see it? At this time of year in this part of the country? No.
Yes. So, because of this fatal vital evidence, I had Simon arrested.
He's kind of turning papyrus, isn't he? Traces of that guy. Blood red. Don't kill him! Then Phoenix Wright is gonna have to defend Edgeworth all over again, and this time Edgeworth will be guilty. You love his little ahoge. You just know what kind of character he is by that. He's a Danganronpa protagonist, that's what. That guy over there, that's certainly vague.
Well, don't they say? The best hears one thing and understands 10.
That just sounds like making things up to me. You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly. Sebastian, if it's all right with you, would you please explain it to them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say.
All right. If you insist, Justine. We discovered that. Perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found that suspect Simon Keys' fingerprints.
Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on behalf of the goddess of the law. Please amend your testimony. Are you all right with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yes. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills over here. Why do I have to press this much just to get a finite statement out of this guy? Is he being obtuse for fun, or does he just want to be like a heckin' difficult boyo? Don't kill him, just beat him up. We'll do no such thing, chat. Surely it wasn't you who discovered the fingerprints.
Hey, I'm just a prosecutor, aren't I? I leave that stuff to the forensics team.
Or the defense team. You know, Phoenix has done his fair share of dust imprinting. These fingerprints could be a problem, but wasn't the chessboard originally... Maybe I should take another look at the evidence. Well, let's present that chessboard, I suppose. They don't know! Oh, they don't know that it's actually horses. That Simon was his friend. What's perfectly simple and decisive is how flimsy your testimony is. What little there is of it. He's like a preschool teacher. Or she, I don't actually know. I think they've been using he for Sebastian.
What are you saying? You just can't keep up with my train of thought.
It may be presumptuous of me, but allow me to explain. Oh, no, wait, you're saying Courtney is the preschool teacher. Just trying to get him to say words. Oh, look at the way his hair stands up. It may be presumptuous of me, but allow me to explain. The fingerprints found at the scene belong to the guards and the prisoners. And the only ones that should not have existed belong to Simon Keys.
Yes, exactly! Do you get it now, Mr. Edgeworth?
The real question is, do you get it? The other prints belong to the victim and the guards. Yes, only Simon's prints are unnatural. That's what you think. Yes, Sebastian's only like 17. I guess he's like a fresh graduate out of the... I forgot the name again, but the Law Academy from Ace Attorney 5. If there are other people's fingerprints, then there should be more suspects.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
And why is that? Certainly, if not for Simon Keys' prints, there would have been more suspects. However, his fingerprints should not have existed.
Well, that's right. After all, Simon is
is neither a prisoner nor a guard, so naturally he wouldn't have been allowed into the prison. And yet he left his fingerprints. I think that's enough reason for an arrest, wouldn't you say? I like the sprite of Justine.
Yes, well done, Justine.
You're welcome. I can't tell who's working with who here. Either way, he's definitely not leading the conversation. Chat demands blood. Look, here, you can get some chicken blood, smear it on the evidence just like in Danganronpa, and then we'll just figure it out from there. You'll present it in court, and then Phoenix will be like, "What? Blood?" He'll be so stumped. First one to notice, do you have any proof? Listen to your mother, Sebastian. And just like a mother, she's just encouraging his behavior.
I noticed it the very instant I saw the crime scene. Faster than the speed of light. That's the best kind of proof.
And what does that prove?
You still don't understand. But don't feel too bad. You're simply not the best. Unlike me.
I don't think I want to understand. To understand is to throw out everything you know about logic, Edgeworth. It's for the best. You kind of need that. Simon's prints are unnatural? I don't think so. Belonging to Knightley, Simon brought it at his request. Objection! I like to pretend that works. Wait, what? What's wrong with that? What do you think about this piece of evidence?
Why are you asking for my opinion?
Because it was brought to him. What? I don't believe this evidence has that kind of meaning.
Eh? Is that right?
Yeah. Which Judge Courtney here. Also, you don't need to yell objection so loudly. Just showing evidence will suffice. I showed it. All right, time to play the game of what does the game want from me? Edgeworth, please. Can we get, like, some other witness around here to just point out how absolutely silly these people are right being? It might also be this. If it's not the other statement, then it's this one. Objection! All right, I have issue with this, but maybe the translation is just a little off. I can always just say that about this patch. I don't know. Fingerprints found on the chessboard. Is that the ace up your sleeve?
Ace in my sleeve? No! Ace up my sleeve?
Edgeworth confused him because this whole game's been about chess puns. Now he just pulls a card pun out of nowhere.
Yes, the methods I use are always the best. This ace is my trump card.
Well then, allow me to show you that it is not, in fact, a trump card at all. In fact, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. A bootleg one at that. What is this, the full Exodia on one card? It says Attack Infinite. That's just silly. Simon Keyes was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place. So it's only natural some of his prints will be left on it. That took way too long. Now who's thick on the uptake, Sebastian? The best clearly wants to take the lead. He just doesn't know the words. He's like when I was new at Twitch streaming and I just said words to say words. Oop, calling myself out. These fingerprints are highly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash. How does Justine's hair work? There's probably like a slab or like a book hidden in the front bangs, and then her bangs are wrapped around it. And then, I don't know, use like little hooks to keep it in place. And there's no other explanation for it being so flat. Rash? To begin with, this incident occurred in the detention center and the prison. To suspect Simon just because he wasn't a prisoner or guard is a little unreasonable. Ah! What? What's with him all of a sudden?
I finally get what you're trying to say. Rash, you mean we were too quick to arrest the guy, right?
He was stuck on that? He was, apparently. I am going to have trouble with him, aren't I? Getting him up to speed involves putting my mind in two places at once.
Sure, I was the first to lay eyes on him. And I was the first to ever notice the evidence. That was even faster.
Can we beat him up now? I'm considering it.
But I am not rash. I've been using plenty of talcum powder. Sure, Simon Keys isn't a guard or a prisoner, but...
Sebastian! Judge Courtney.
What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that.
No, please do. I had enough of this already. No brain, no cell. He was on the plan, but he forgot to sign his name. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you be getting to the best part first?
The best part?
Why don't you tell them about your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon?
Good one, Justine. Nice suggestion.
I can't tell if these two are two sides of the same coin or entire denominations different. He's a quarter and she's a $20 bill.
Mr. Edgeworth, listen to my first-rate reasoning.
Will this reasoning explain why you arrested Mr. Keys? Or will we waste even more time?
I'm sure it will meet your expectations.
Judge Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation. Just what is she planning? Planning to get the ball rolling, please. Murder weapon's location. All right, okay, so this is actually what I'm interested in, because my theory this whole time is that he was actually dropped on his neck, and nobody noticed the fracture because his neck was already fractured. Nobody would have thought to think, oh, wait, that's what killed him this time. We know things about the Bloodhound. We know that his neck got bitten, but maybe that was after the fact. Like, we know there was like a pulley in the room. We know there was like a rope he was tied up with. I'm thinking, maybe.
It's obvious that the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, the prison maintains strict control over potentially lethal items. So that's why I reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard.
Yeah, okay, if you have evidence, where is it now?
And since only the victim and the suspect's fingerprints were found on the chessboard, isn't it obvious who brought and used the murder weapon?
At least it's clearer than his last testimony. Hard not to be.
It's the best reasoning you can get from prosecutor, the best. How do you like that?
Pretty mid, to be honest. 6 out of 11. Now he's mixing up the best with his own name.
But could someone really hide a weapon inside a gift sent to a prisoner?
That only happens in movies, Kay. The cakes.
You'll find a good place if you examine the inside of the chessboard.
Oh, no. You know, I had a feeling there had to have been a fake bottom or top in that. Inside the chessboard? Is there some place to hide a weapon? Alright, the game will finally let me check it. First instinct. Have y'all ever done escape rooms before? I've done enough of them to know that anytime you see a box or a drawer or some kind of opening container, you always check for false bottoms. Always false bottoms. And I'm not talking about Brazilian butt lifts. No. As I thought, there are only chess pieces inside. Unless each piece is a tiny little knife.
Wow, what an annoying laugh.
Inside the chessboard, huh? Perhaps I should examine it a bit further. You thought it was... There it is. You thought it was a murder weapon, but it was me! Deal! Fake bottom? Yeah, can you? We only want real bottoms up in here. What does Sebastian have? He's got like an extendable baton. I don't know if he wants to hit people with it or if he just wants to conduct. I'll tell you what, he's definitely not conducting an investigation. The top panel is removable.
It's quite deep.
Yes, there's more than enough room to hide a small knife. Do not be fooled by trunk. It could contain junk.
Understand now? This is how the culprits smuggled in the...
Humph.
Oof. What's with the hoof? I wasn't even finished.
Oh, the little baby boy, look at it. So quickly does his disposition change. Thought he had me. This is like when you play Ace Attorney for the first time, and all up until the first few trials, you're like, I refuted the contradiction once, that means I win. And all of a sudden, freaking, I don't know, Mr. Diplomatic Immunity comes on by, and you're like, stop denying me! I thought I was right! What more could you have? You know what? I feel like I'm playing as Edgeworth. This is amazing! I'm the one with all the hidden evidence and updated autopsy reports. This is great! Oh! Mr. DeBest, there is something you have forgotten. There's a gate at the entrance of the detention center.
Huh? Well, there is, but...
He means the security gates with the metal detectors, Sebastian. We had to pass through the same check when we entered the prison, remember?
Yeah! That's it! I remember now!
It looks like he completely forgot. It would be impossible to smuggle a sharp metal object into the detention center. Yeah, but what if it's made of wood, though? You never expect the wooden gun. That's how you defeat Magneto. Therefore, your reasoning never held, even from the very beginning. Edgeworth, maybe listen to what evidence they have first. You should know this by now. That gate is only used on people. Are you going to argue that Simon Keyes is a monkey? No, she's gonna bring up the Bloodhound, or the Hound. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check. So they don't use a metal detector for that. I feel like it would be easier to, though. This should never have happened. It seems that guards were too careless. I don't know. So, this game was definitely wasn't written in America, that's for sure. TSA would have them check through like X-rays, metal detectors, and by someone sticking a finger in the hidden compartment.
Right, Justine. Thanks for the assist.
You're welcome. Now then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, your cross-examination, if you please. Cross-examinations? It's as if we were in the courtroom. Very well. His reasoning. Let's see how long it will hold up under pressure. Da-da-dum. And they take their shoes off. Exactly, Chibi. I don't think it was sent in as a package. I don't remember the fine details, but yeah, I think you're right, Blade. Simon said he brought in the thing. Let me see if they say anything specific about it. Oh, they took out the part that said it was brought in by Simon Keyes. I suppose it's not too important right now.
Hold it! It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object.
A sharp metal object? Do you have proof of that?
Didn't you see the victim's wound, worthless prosecutor? The fatal blow was a stab to the throat, and a knife perfectly matches up with that. There can be no other explanation.
I'm about to let the dogs out, if you know what I mean. It seems they don't know about that piece of information yet. Why am I debating in the hallway and not a courtroom? Because we're technically both prosecutors, and Edgeworth is basically here to say that DeBest is the worst person for the job. If this goes to court, he is going to lose. Edgeworth just wants the truth. This is actually technically illegal because he's not supposed to be on the case. Edgeworth was actually kicked off by Justine Courtney and the higher association of super judges. That's what the Super League of Justices or something.
Nothing to say? Speechless, aren't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Right, next. There's plenty more to my reasoning.
PIC, thank you, Hector. A pretty important courtroom.
However, the prison monitors strict control over potentially lethal items.
Even with the strict control, there were some items that could be used, right?
Well, yeah. Things like grooming scissors and...
Of course, there's more to this. Right, Sebastian?
Exactly. At the time of the incident, only one was being borrowed.
It's like she's checking his homework and giving him the right answer every time he strays from the truth. Wow, she really is a preschool teacher. Dang, I wish she was my preschool teacher. What?
However, there was no reaction when we tested it for blood.
Those would be the scissors Mr. Solwyn was practicing with. At least he didn't accidentally cut any of the animals. That's good.
So, the inside of the prison was completely clear of sharp implements.
I'm gonna make the best accent like Wayne Waxenforth, because even he doesn't know what accent he has. Prosecutors are cookies. Yes, PIC. Totally what that stands for. Can you be more specific about where it came from?
Of course I can. It didn't come from inside the prison.
That's still only half as specific. Is he trying to sound smart? Simon Keyes brought it in, that's what we mean.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you even figure that much out? I'm disappointed in you.
And you've disappointed me from the start. Oof, ow. Edgeworth trying to hold back on saying that out loud.
So Simon brought the murder weapon, but how, you ask? Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard.
Hold it!
Bum bum. If you won't let us beat up Sebastian, can we at least banish him to the Shadow Realm? Just temporarily. You know, just while he's on house arrest. Put a leg band on his leg, and then if he tries to leave, then it just damages his life points. No weapon was found at the crime scene, not even inside the chessboard. So where did the murder weapon disappear to? I'd like to hear your answer to that. Oh, I just had a thought. Huh. Okay, this is kind of unrelated to what we're talking about right now, but hear me out. There's a secret compartment inside the chessboard, and they're arguing that it had a weapon in it. So the way these games work, I probably maybe he doesn't. Probably that's not what happened. But the game pointed it out for a reason. I'm thinking maybe there was some sort of information inside that Horace wanted Simon to smuggle in. Maybe something like, I don't know, this little memo. If you'll notice, it's folded. I bet it was folded up to put in there.
That's, well, after the crime, the culprit must have hidden it somewhere in the prison.
No problem with the statement the best just made. There's a problem with every one of his statements, but if the game is gonna let me call out any of them, I might as well take it. The murder weapon is hidden inside the prison? I don't think so. It's clear from this piece of evidence. What shows that the murder weapon can't be inside the prison? Oh, oh, well, there you go. You got a piece of paper saying they didn't find it. Wow. The simplest present in all of Ace Attorney history. I'm happy the game threw me a bone. Have you completely forgotten your own actions? You, along with Warden Roland, conducted a search of the prison. But you did not find the murder weapon, right? Ouch! His face, his beautiful face. Yeah, now we can turn his face red with bruising.
That's good.
We must have overlooked something! This guy just completely contradicted himself! You carried out such a sloppy investigation. I'm amazed that you call yourself the best. Oh, it's laughable. Ha! Ha, I say!
Are you mocking me?
Yes! Oh! Sebastian! Please calm yourself. Don't get caught up in the opponent's pace. I'm fine, Justine. Do you really think that the best prosecutor would be shaken by someone miles behind him? I wish he'd stop messing around with other people's names. Just really, please, leave it to the Ace Attorney localizers to come up with puns. Okay, in that case, Kay Faraday is far, far ahead. Did they really think that her name is Faraday? Cat, don't you get caught up in this too. Sorry, I just got emotional. Yes, if my best investigation didn't find anything, then there must not have been a single weapon in the prison. In that case, there's only one possibility. Somebody ate it. The criminal must have taken the murder weapon with him when he left the prison. So it's only natural he didn't find it there. Yeah. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just go back to the part where you said you had evidence? Because I'm not seeing any of that, man. There was no way the culprit could have brought the weapon out of the prison. And this piece of evidence shows why. Seriously, it's like 100% different. Security gate. Can't take it out of him.
Take that!
You literally gave this to me, man. What is this argument? I feel like this is what Edgeworth has to deal with every time he goes up against Wright. Oh, I see what the game developers were going for. I'm gonna put the best Wright in my cringe compilation. Not like a photo of him, just the entire person. He is the compilation. Have you completely forgotten your own testimony?
You! That's twice you insulted me!
Oh, seems you remember what I said earlier. But you do well to remember further than that. Please have more than one brain cell. Oh, what is that? He cannot be serious right now. I'm having. I can't with this guy. This guy? He really doesn't remember anything. Seems that way. The detention center and the prison are equipped with security gates. How did he even become a prosecutor? How'd he graduate? Did he just cheat on all his tests? Anyone leaving must pass through these gates. Gates equipped with metal detectors.
That's for you! Looks like he remembers now.
Yes, there's no way someone could have brought the murder weapon through those gates. And so the criminal could not have taken it out of the prison either. So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know where this murder weapon went to? No, because there is none. Perhaps the weapon is still inside the prison.
But we couldn't find it anywhere at the prison.
The reason you didn't find it is because you believed it to be a sharp metal object.
We saw the very moment Mr. Knightley was attacked after all.
Oh, okay, my tracking just reset. Let me just turn that on again. If you can say that much, then perhaps you could enlighten us. What would you say is the murder weapon in this case? I don't know if I can prove that yet. From this piece of evidence, the murder weapon of this case becomes obvious. I'm interested in seeing where this is going. Because this is not what I originally thought, but we're going down this route. I doubt whether or not the footage shows an actual dog. We saw like a silhouette and that was it. I think it's the jacket he was trying to put on or take off. Here's the footage from a security camera. It shows one of the cells in the detention center. See it with your own eyes. Oh boy. Let's watch some pre-recorded VHS of DuckTales. I got the commercial skipped and everything. Can we get higher frame rate? I'm still not sure what's happening. Ooh, I wonder if we zoom in on the mirror.
What? It can't be!
This tape clearly shows the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. I believe this is sufficient proof. Wouldn't you say? Wolfrog, welcome. Welcome to this child having an existential breakdown. Not her. She is not child. She is mommy. This is like the kid's mommy. Indeed, this is vital evidence. Horace Knightley was killed in the detention center by that dog. After that, the body was moved to the prison workroom. Kid, do you have too many brain cells beaten out of you? Yeah, they're just spilling out of his ears. Our witness claims to have seen a dog in the workroom when the body was found. Of course, a dog couldn't have planned this crime on its own. However, there is someone who could have. Yo. You can't overrule me, this isn't a courtroom. Well, that's enough, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Judge Courtney. It's true that this camera footage is vital evidence. However, there is something else you must prove. Actually, you've already noticed it, haven't you? It's just as she says. There's still a huge flaw in my reasoning. If that black dog is a prisoner's pet, how is it able to move between the detention center and prison? Because animals are just allowed to come and go? What I'm wondering is how it got in the cell. Ah! Ah! I say, Yellow Pikachu having existential beef down. Delicious! I'll keep that in mind when I eat some Brazilian barbecue tomorrow. How's it going?
What will you do, Mr. Edgeworth?
I still don't know what the dog doing. How it managed to move from one place to the other.
I knew it! What? You're one to talk. You don't know either.
If you do not solve this mystery, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic. If this was a real courtroom, I would call for a recess now. Break out the dodgeballs. Because we're about to play croquet. Why you play croquet with a dodgeball? What? Wait! I'm not finished yet! Eh? I love this theme though. It's the theme of my absolute weakness to not do anything in her presence. What? Court has been adjourned. Leave at once. Yo, I could totally see this being the court theme for a regular Ace Attorney game. It's got the same kind of vibes as Apollo Justice's court theme, you know? Or maybe like Ace Attorney 1. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. What about a chicken croquette? I'd have one. Does it cost extra? I'll put it in my curry. This isn't a courtroom! Well then, as I said, court is adjourned. Objection! I can't prove my argument, but isn't it the same case with Mr. Keys? Whatever do you mean? Just as I don't know how the dog entered the detention center, you also don't know how Simon Keys entered the detention center and the prison. Although he came to visit the victim, he was an outsider to the prison. Don't you think it would be difficult for him to commit a crime inside the prison? Judge Courtney, now the burden of proof lies with you. Show us evidence that Simon Keys entered the prison. Evidence? I'm a judge. Do you think I need evidence? Oh, Edgeworth, it is to laugh. You want me to present evidence? I'm happy to oblige. What? Does he really have evidence? What? It's about time I told you, now that I know the basis of your reasoning, Prosecutor Edgeworth. What is she thinking? I feel like this entire Howlar Farm into stream, like half an hour and change, this has just been a waste of time. I'm sorry, but the best, please. Please, I'm losing brain cells him just being here. It seems you don't even know Simon Keys' real occupation. He is a circus performer. Is he a clown? No, I'm afraid he's not just a clown. He is the entire circus. A circus performer? Wow, how relevant to recent Ace Attorney happenings. Oh no! Oh no! I see what's on screen. Yes. Have you ever heard of the Very Big Circus? Edgeworth has it, but I know. Yo, where's Mo? Is he in West Conadelphia? Circus. Oh! But of course, yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world. Wouldn't have missed for the world? Did you have some kind of important meeting? Oh, heavens no. I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course. What? Was he hired to accompany the show? It seems you realized. On the day of the incident, an animal show was being performed at the prison. And the show was put on by the Very Big Circus. So then, do you mean Simon is... Yes, he's an animal. Simon Keys entered the prison as a staff member of the animal show. Oh no. Wait, what does this have to do with Very Big Circus? That we know for a fact. That's the most interesting I've seen Edward's grunts to be spelled. This woman! She's been concealing this fact the whole time! Oh, she's only planned to reveal it after hearing my reasoning. Oh, come to think of it.
What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that!
Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? What a sly one. So the best was just bait. That's what he was. Bait to have me break out what I found first. Oh, she's clever. Oh, she's clever. Mr. DeBest was going to say it then, but she stopped him.
How do you like that, worthless prosecutor?
You didn't do anything. Noah has been Edward's signature scream. Yeah, Noah has always been his signature scream, but I've never seen it spelled with a U. Like, Noah. Well then, now it really is time for a recess. I'll end with some advice. I'd already doubted your abilities as a prosecutor, which is why I relieved you of your authority. You'd best not forget that. What are you trying to say? The PIC can still take away your badge. If you value your badge, I'd advise you not to show your face before me again. Is that a threat? The goddess of law is merciful, but that doesn't mean you can get away with everything. And one more thing, I must digress. I suggest you stop with this defense attorney act. Edward taken after a certain someone. That's none of your concern. I'm practicing for the next time Phoenix Wright falls off a bridge. You'll never know. That man is so accident-prone. Who knows what will happen to him? Getting hit by a car or something? But that's in a future game. Wink. Wink. There you go. I don't intend to abandon a case I'm involved in so easily. You want to draw Sebastian but can't choose a palette? Can y'all help choosing the art stream channel? My suggestion is one of those funky palettes that they use for Giorno Giovanna in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Kind of what I like about Hirohiko Araki's art. Like, he just does not decide on a color scheme. He just goes wild with it. Like, sometimes he makes like the sky purple and all of his characters just funky rainbow colors. It just works. It helps you feel like something, like it's assaulting you, but in a good way, your eyes. For defense attorneys, a relationship of mutual trust with their client is vital. It is very different from the way of the prosecutor. In any case, you didn't even know about your client's occupation. Well then, I must be going. May the blessings of the goddess of law be upon you. Well, I didn't think his occupation to be important at the time. You know? Yeah, this is a little different from diplomatic immunity, isn't it? Diplomatic immunity is like...
Diplomatic community.
You can't do anything because my country's laws say you can't. But with Justin Courtney, it's this country's law. And Edgeworth has to care about this country's law. Oops. Did Simon lie to us? Not lie so much as admit. It seems he lied to Uncle Ray too. This complicates matters. Why'd he do that? Hey, Miles. Don't tell me you got a cold feet already. Courtney Pie is quite a handful, but giving up is still uncool. Don't you know blackmail is way uncool? Sorry, Shenmue. A defense attorney's creed is to never give up. Remember, you're my assistant. Of course, I don't plan on giving up either. It's just... my theory that he couldn't enter the prison no longer holds. It looks like we'll have to investigate once more. Oh? We still investigating? Oh, I didn't know we were this close to a save. That's fine. Oh, no, I want to save! Damn it! It's okay, I can just save after this. March 28th, 3:02 p.m. Detention Center. Visitor's room. Save. Oh, that's the B button. Da. Courtney's secretly a librarian, just hushing everybody. She do got kind of librarian energy, if I do say so myself. I think it actually fits. Someone who can actually shut Edgeworth up. Oop! I mean, the judge from the regular courtroom ain't gonna do it. Interfere, actually lose your job. That's also another thing I like about this series. Kind of flipping the perspective on Edgeworth in general. So, you know, we get to see Edgeworth's point of view lowering Gumshoe's salary, and now we see Justine Courtney lowering Edgeworth's salary to 0 if he does not comply, as in firing him. Why did you not mention that beforehand? Oh, I forgot what voice I gave Simon. Yeah, like, totally, dude. No, but I did. What did I mention? That you're a member of the Very Big Circus? No, it's just that, you know, I'm not. I can't call myself a member yet. I'm just a new recruit. That still doesn't help. Regardless, that still makes you a member. Okay. You know, normally people have a breakdown after I present evidence. So why didn't you tell us that before? Lowering a Gumshoe's salary? Oh, you know. Only just the longest recurring joke in Ace Attorney. How much do we even ever see of that in the regular Ace Attorney trilogy? Because I was watching Zalfira play Case 1-4, and I'm thinking, you know, it wasn't really a thing at that point. At the end, like, it's barely mentioned at the end of that case, where Gumshoe's like, woo, I'm gonna treat everybody to dinner, but my salary got lowered, so maybe I can't. Oops. If I had told you I was part of the circus, you would have made me look suspicious, right? Since I also knew Nightly and all that. I didn't think anyone would believe what I had to say. Not even you guys, Kay. The truth will set you free, Simon. Oh, I don't know how to make him trust me. I'm not as amicable as Phoenix. Didn't we promise to believe in you? But, Mr. Edgeworth, you're just kind of scary. Man, you're just terrible at getting info from people, aren't you, Miles? A little bit. That's none of your concern. Okay, you talk to him for a little bit. I'm going to be here looking not menacing. Looks like we'll need to have a talk with him again. Yeah, I was hitting no when I was trying to save. I keep pressing the B button because I haven't been playing Nintendo games lately. So, what did you do in the circus, Simon? Was he like a sword eater, or a flaming bowling pin juggler, or a professional make sure that the lions don't bite people's heads off man? Because the Very Big Circus could probably use one of those, just saying. Oh, well, I guess he is. I guess you could say I'm a wild animal tamer. I'm still just an apprentice, though. Wow, that's incredible. So you command lions and tigers to do your bidding, right? Nah, nothing crazy like that. No way, no way, no way, no way! Wah. Monkey. My partner is this little guy right here. And that makes you a wild animal tamer? I'd say he's qualified. Like, bring the monkey to court. Let's interrogate him. The monkey! Return to monkey. He's more of an organ grinder than a wild animal tamer. He's just turning into Shaggy now, isn't he? That's true. Where did he come from? What? Is he just... Is that why his hair's like that? Oh my god. Is he... Does the monkey control him like Ratatouille? Is that how you do your cooking, Simon? Just have the little... You know, that's a lot more efficient than the way that the guy in Ratatouille had it. Actual little pigtails to hold on to. Now that... You got, like, handles, dude. So has the monkey been here? I guess just hiding. Hey, money! Cut that out! He can... Oh, wait a minute. Monkey see, monkey do? Cut that out! He can be quite a handful sometimes. Oh, Ratatouille! You're telling me that the people who made this game watched Ratatouille? When did this game come out? Hold on, like 2012? When did Ratatouille come out? Ratatouille. I don't know how to spell it. I'm just gonna let Google. No, not the food. Movie. Ratatouille came out in 2007. They had to have watched the movie. I thought organ grinders controlled their monkeys, not the other way around. The monkey made him do it. Oh no, he's guilty. Here, let me present my badge. Like, Mr. Prosecutor, dude, you already showed me that badge. Not you, I'm showing it to the monkey. No way. It's impossible. Even if you give that to me, I could be a prosecutor. That was never my intention. Are you going to arrest me? Am I going to trial? You're already going to trial. There is an objection. Please calm down. I wonder. I want to ask him about the chessboard. How did he bring it here? Just walk it in, I suppose. Tell us the truth, Simon. I'm not sure if I read this already. I'm not so sure. To me, it's the proof of the friendship between you and the victim. I doubt it had anything to do with the murder. Really? Oh, I can't take it anymore! Just arrest me already! Haven't they already done that? Man, it is weird being in the detention center that we always know and love from Ace Attorney, but it's like not in first person. It's just not normal. I'm not used to it. Yesterday, you told us you were just a regular employee, correct? Organ grinder was your nickname in college. Oh my goodness. Must have been making sausages, if you know what I mean. Even if I'm a member of the circus, I'm still legally an employee. We're just like any other company. The ringleader's the boss, and I'm just a grunt. I even have a supervisor. She's the head of the wild animal tamer division. No matter how kind of fierce creature, they all immediately follow her every command. Yo, why does it sound like Professor Layton music now? The circus. She might even be able to get a handle on Miles here. Yeah, a little bit. I am not a wild animal. Yeah, you know. Tell that to all the fanfiction writers. Whoa! Did you and your supervisor take part in the animal show at the prison? Bishami, well, come on in. How you doing? Edgeworth chicken, you know me. Haha, just playing the part. How's it going? We're having a little conversation with our client, but he's not really our client. We're just, in order to be on the case, Edgeworth is being like, here, let me work with a defense attorney. He's at least someone I know. Yeah. And, yeah, this guy's, when he's on screen, he's basically Ratatouille, you'll see. Did you and your supervisor take part in the animal show here at the prison? You're just holding me hair. Yeah. Should have known it was a monkey. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. I saw that it was his sprites, but I didn't know that you had an actual monkey to accompany him. Like, heck yeah, dude. Remy! The monkey should have been called Remy. If I was on the localization team for the fan translation, I would have made the monkey call Remy. Just because. Yeah, it was just us two. It was only a small operation this time around. Basically, my supervisor takes center stage, and I take care of all the dirty work. Well, I did have a tiny part in the performance. So there are only 2 members of the circus that are related to this case. Shy Monkey equals Simon Key. He does cover the eyes, cover the ears, cover the mouth. Yeah. I remember the Best was saying something like, oh no, it was Ray. Ray called him Shy Monkeys. I was just wondering how much of that was like Monkey see, Monkey do as well. But here we go. Now he's closing his ears. He no evil. Your movements. Do evil. Be gay. Do crimes. So says Solid Snake. Yeah. So, can you tell me about your movements around the prison? Okay. I went to meet Nightly 2 days ago around noon. And that's when you gave him the chessboard? Was he alive at the time? You know, just covering my bases. That's right. And then that night, I started setting up the stage in the courtyard. It was pretty tough going back and forth and moving all the crates by myself. Oh, we saw some of those crates in the workroom. With the rats, with the rats. I left everything in workroom A, I think. Just temporary storage. Workroom A. That's where the body has been discovered. Didn't your supervisor help you at all? No way! I can't let her do anything like that. That's my job. After I got everything ready, we started rehearsing. When we left, it was almost midnight. The show was set to start around 8 a.m. The show was set to start at around 8 a.m. the next day and go on until 10 a.m. Like, Scoob. I left everything in one piece. When did he become Gold Roger? Nate, how you doing? Y'all up to anything cool today? Or maybe some Monster Hunter? I don't know if you've been playing that, I forgot. Welcome. The only one who went in and out of where the body was found is Mr. Keys. Keys on Van Nuys. And then the body was found just before the show ended. So just before the show ended at 10. Now, what did they say about the, investigations? No, the, roll calls? 3 times a day. 7, noon, and 9. So, it was not found at 7. It was found at noon, right? I wonder if the 9 p.m. one is going to be pertinent at any point in time. Do you happen to know why you were arrested? It's weird how it happened so fast. I don't think that the pest guy would have just have you arrested on a whim. I wouldn't put it past him, though. I don't even know what that goes on in that guy's mind. It really feels like he's just a puppet for Courtney's use, if I were to be honest. Well, maybe it's because of that. Nate was playing Monster Hunter? Ooh. Very nice, very nice. I still have to start Sunbreak. I have not played Monster Hunter Rise since I streamed it the one time, so I'm still behind. Hoping I can get a Steam Deck soon, though. Nothing goes on in his mind. No thoughts, head empty. Got it. The baby's final evolution. The bestie. The baby, let's go. When I was moving the crates, I decided to go check up on him. You know, nightly. You went directly into the detention block? Do you have permission? I should not yell like that with Edgeworth. Edgeworth keeps his composure. Composure. Did you have permission? No, I had to sneak in. It wasn't a formal visit or anything. Didn't you already see him 2 days ago? Why would you go and do such a thing? Also wondering why it didn't get captured on the camera. Well, we're the only friends either of us had since childhood. He was the same as me. We never had real families. I just wanted to talk with him for a bit, so I went to see him. Huh. You'd think there'd be security footage of that. Like the camera's pointed right at his cell. Also, that's sad. Backstory. You didn't have a family? When I was younger, I lost the only family I had. My father. So is that it? I know all too well how it feels to lose your father at a young age. Oh, that's right. What is this 90s karaoke ballad? So you're the same as Mr. Edgeworth and me. Oh, both of them. So, it was just the two of you talking at that time. Simon. Yes. All the other cells were empty and there weren't any guards nearby either. But then you got found out and that's why they suspected you. What? Did I do something really bad? Oh, you know, violating prison codes and whatnot. How did you even get past security like that, dude? Also, wow. Something must have happened while Mr. Thanks for the hydrate. Something must have happened while Mr. Keys and Knightley were alone. That's probably the best logic. My job is to prove it was actually nothing. Why are you making it hard for me, Simon? Please. It seems that we'll need to talk to your supervisor as well. Ooh, do we get to meet a new, fun, punny character? She should be here today, too. Probably in the courtyard. What if Regina's here? And she's, like, all grown up. I forget. Did she go to jail? Who was involved in that? I don't remember Turnabout Big Top at all. Was it, like, Acro? I don't remember anything about that case. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to play Justice for All again. Like, Ace Attorney 2 is the game that I remember least out of all of them. It's like I've played it the least or something. Oh, I'm sorry it turned out like this, boss. Simon, if there's anything we can do to help, just tell us. What? I can't do anything in return. Don't you worry about that. We're your allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Birds of a feather, huh? I suppose that's true. Just don't call me the Antagarasu. We have sufficient information about your past. I just doubt you had a motive to kill Knightley. Hector's going to bed. Have a good night. Rather, you are probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. All right, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you. Yeah, same Ray. Edgeworth putting on his happy face, his nice face for once. Well, what do we have here? Starting to get a hang of the whole defense attorney gig. You sounded a bit like your old man just now. Me? Sound like my father. He would say, the defense attorney's job is to be an ally to the deserted. If you're going to ride that stallion into the sunrise, wait for me. I want in too. There's room for two on that stallion. Mr. Shields, I think you mean sunset. Hey, yeah, of course. Yeah, it was just a joke. Want some candy? Where did you get that? Why? Hello? No, thank you. I don't like sweets. Oh, that's fine. This is actually coffee flavored. Oh, really? What a shame. Oh, really? What a shame. He has a nice face. When he tries. He's come a long way since at the end of case 1-4 where he's like, whoop! What's wrong with the sunrise? The legendary Atagarasu is all about the sun. Praise it, since the sunlight always exposes the truth. Good grief. For now, let's just head to the prison courtyard and see what we can find there. I love having Cat along. I just wonder what her role is gonna be in all this, since, you know, the whole Yatagarasu thing was already figured out as far as game 1. I wonder, I hope she's still involved somehow. Oh, the shutter's open! Oh, we can go to the courtyard? Really? It is a real place. Yes, it looks like that way leads to the courtyard. So what are we waiting for? Come on, let's get a move on! Just wait up, you know what's up there. She's certainly in high spirits. Blade's back. Welcome back. Spoilers not that far. Oops. Yeah, I suppose I shouldn't talk too much about the other Ace Attorneys. I'll try to keep spoilers for those games at a minimum. And then I'll insert like fake spoilers and then you'll never know what's real. Like, remember the part when Gumshoe had instant ramen, but it turns out there was a gun inside? And the gun accidentally fired off, ricocheting off of the walls and causing fake evidence for Phoenix to find in case like 2-7. Like, oh my goodness, that was like the best case. March 28th, 3:37 p.m., prison courtyard. So, this is the courtyard. This must be where they held the animal show. Yeah, look at that stage. Just before the body was discovered, the animal show was held here. Oh, you got your camera? Gotta take more selfies. It looks just like a carnival. Man, I bet it was lots of fun. It's one crazy ramen. What's that anime where somebody cooks ramen and they're like, as the piece de resistance, I'll add this gun. Sticks it in and shakes it around like he's stirring it. The prisoners were gathered here when the body was found. So that means whoever saw the show has an alibi. How does this work? The courtyard is here between the warden's office and the prison, but how is it that you go through some stairs on the right and then you get to the courtyard? I guess you enter the courtyard through the second floor, but we're on the ground floor. I don't understand this layout. So that means whoever saw the show has an alibi. Naruto Shippuden. Oh wow. Naruto really got violent after the first arc. Well, you should start by checking the area for... Hey! Okay! Are you alright? Did you find something? Oh, elephant.
Cut it out, you! Help me! Mr. Edgeworth!
You there! Stop right this instant! Stop! Stop!
Ow, 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 ow! Someone! Anyone! Help!
Down! Astic! Down! Who are... The elephant didn't say that. Must have been Simon's supervisor. He tried to steal its peanuts, something like that. Elephant never forgets. You know, way back, like 16 years ago, a baby K. Faraday went to the zoo and stole the baby elephant's peanuts. Elephant remembers the smell. Elephant remembers the punishment that is necessary. Oh, remember the case where Edgeworth made out with the Steel Samurai and Phoenix? Wow. And Phoenix accidentally pushed Larry down Gourd Lake? Wow. And then Larry just like straight up died and then they replaced him with a clone? I'm sorry. Ace Attorney gets pretty wild, don't you know?
Who are you?
Wait. Gotta figure out a voice.
Looks like you found a new playmate. Good for you, Astique. He wasn't playing around. It was about to eat me.
It is actually her! Wow! How long has it been? Please tell me that she's, at least of age this time, because, I'm just thinking about the plot of her case in Ace Attorney 2, and I'm realizing that's a little weird.
Huh? No way! That's impossible! This child doesn't bite. Often.
Often, huh?
People normally never get to play with an elephant up close. Isn't it wonderful?
Still figuring out what accent I want to give her.
No, it's not. It's wonderful, right?
It was simply marvelous, little lady. Mr. Shields. Do we just have Brock in our group or something? He's just Brock now, isn't he? I'm kind of voicing him like Brock, too. Jelly-filled donut.
Really? Oh, that makes me so happy.
Dolly Parton, put a little Southern on it. I've already had multiple Southern characters in this game, but let's do it.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Honey Boo Boo, no. So, how about a hug as thanks? Hey, watch where you swing that thing. Weren't you taught not to hit people with your trunk?
It looks like Astique is friends with everyone.
I am an assistant of this defense attorney. My name is Miles Edgeworth. Yo, I totally just called it earlier, didn't I? I mean, it's not hard to guess. You say Berry Big Circus, Regina's here, isn't she? Wow. Your booty ain't old, it's an Astique. Getty, please. You gotta take that thing on down to the Astique Roadshow. Get it nice and polished. Gotta make sure it's presentable. How much you want to sell it for at auction? Yeah.
I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Regina Berry. Nice to meet ya. I'm the great thief and defense attorney's assistant, Kay Faraday.
That's a rather complicated job title. Assistant to the assistant. Where have I heard of something like that before?
And the one playing with Mr. Elephant is the defense attorney, Mr. Ray Shields. It's not Mr. Elephant, it's Astique, the fantastic Asian elephant. You're incredible, Regina. You made Astique stop right away.
Reminds you of Yai from Mega Man Battle Network. Look at that forehead. That's a 5-head right there.
Well, I am a wild animal tamer after all. Really? Then you must be Simon's supervisor. Yep. I'm the head of the Berry Big Circus's Wild Animal Tamer Division. The one and only Regina Berry.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ace Attorney Ray Shields. Huh, haven't heard of that game. It looks like he's the one that she has a handle on. Hook, line, and stinker. Ganymede's Astique is appraised and it's priceless. Well, that's nice and all, but what you gonna do with it? You gotta cash out sometime, right? Edgeworth is Misty, Phoenix is Ash. We got the whole Pokemon crew. What is Kay? Is Kay Pikachu? Kay and Maya are both Pikachu. Just every assistant is Pikachu.
Yes, she's perfect.
What are you mumbling about, Kay?
Look at her. She's energetic, fun-loving, and healthy.
Healthy?
She could be the new member of the Yatagarasu. She'd be perfect as a great thief. A great thief? That sounds like fun. We can make a huge ruckus with the animals. You can't make a ruckus. A great thief is supposed to be quiet and sneaky-like. But the show needed to have flash. Being quiet is kind of boring.
Oh, I guess she's not very thief-like after all. Could you please stop trying to recruit everyone we meet, Kay? I would love to see the return of the Atagarasu, but if you go around telling everybody about it, it's not gonna be very secret anymore. Kay, no. Kay says crimes, Regina says chaos. It seems there's been a breakdown in negotiations. Kay is Jigglypuff. Sounds about right. Except instead of singing, she's stealing.
Alright, let's get started, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's check out anything that looks suspicious. We'll even look through the barbed wire if we have to.
Yes, we need to gather more information about the case. We should also try talking with anyone connected to the case. I wonder if Kay even pulls out Little Thief in this game. It's been a while. I thought I would have seen it by now. Dum-dum-bum-ba-dum. Dum-bum-bum-ba-dum. Just looking at the profile, seeing if anything updated. We finally got Sebastian's... Oh, not Sebastian. We finally got Simon's occupation. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sir Han Dogan. And we got Lang in here now. 27 male inspector at Interpol with the highest arrest rate. Citizen of Zhengfa. And Regina Berry. Still 17. Chief Animal Tamer of Berry Big Circus. Simon Supervisor. Ray, please, just stay away. I beg you. This is the stage where they put on the animal show.
If I put on a great thief show, I wonder if anyone would come.
I'm pretty sure the police would show up. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the episode of Spy Family where, like, Lloyd puts on, like, a thief kind of show for Anya, and he goes through the whole Disneyland amusement park. It's a fun little episode. I mean, there's not much to it plot-wise, other than Lloyd just being a good dad with the skills he knows. He's a dad with a particular set of skills. He's basically Liam Neeson. That door is locked.
Want me to pick the lock? Success is not guaranteed, though.
Okay, no, you might get, like, a hairpin stuck in it. No, if need be, I'll just borrow a key.
Sheesh, I thought it was finally a chance for me to steal the spotlight.
Don't even think about stealing anything in my presence, not even the spotlight. Not on my watch. It may not be illegal to steal the spotlight, but you know Edgeworth would have it put into law. It's a wicker crate. No, there are tires attached to it, so I guess it's a cart. Are we having a... Are we having a stepladder discussion?
Sniff, sniff. It kind of smells like animals.
Oh, is this the doo-doo cart? They probably use this instead of a hand trolley at the circus. Okay, actually, a doo-doo cart with holes probably isn't very useful.
Just once, I'd like to ride one of these bad boys down a hill. Or maybe one of those office chairs with wheels. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Sounds like an injury waiting to happen. What is she talking about? Okay, I am not paying your medical bills. Not now, not ever. You get yourself put in the hospital. I am not visiting you.
Danger! High voltage! These signs really do exist. Danger! Danger! High voltage! When we touch! When we kiss! On the other side, you can see what appears to be Detention Center's garden.
Oh, see, super! I am the ace attorney after all. Oh, see how you doing? You finally get to see Edgeworth on the other side, huh? I remember when you played Ace Attorney 1 Obst. Can we get a shout out for Obst, by the way? You know, leader of Team Harvest and a good boyo overall. Hope you've been well. What are you up to? It's just as Warden Roland said. You can see the garden from my office. Also, Skyfer's hot. How you doing? My favorite chicken? Well, gosh, I'm honored. How's it going? How's it going?
If it weren't for this barbed wire, we could take a look at the garden on the other side.
You know what's interesting is the garden does connect to the warden's office. So I'm assuming if you were to open the door regularly, you wouldn't get shocked by the high voltage. This is kind of reminding me of a Resident Evil layout. You know, this is the Raccoon City Police Department and everything is connected with hidden passageways. It's a Capcom game, who would have thunk it? They'll take the cart over the office chair. Probably a little safer. Not safe, but safer. Ah, chickens, good times, chillin', jammin'. I do like it, Oast. Ain't no jams but the birds, though. And, I may be a bird, but my singing ain't as good. That is Warden Rowland's prized garden. I doubt she'd let us in so easily. Let's talk to the elephant. Maybe we can have the elephant remember our evidence so we don't have to. It's the Berry Big Circus's Asian elephant, Azteek. Supposedly very friendly with humans. Not Kay's head, though. Doesn't seem very friendly. It's your stern gaze, Mr. Edgeworth. It must think you're the boss. Are you comparing me to an animal? That's not what I meant. I think it approves of you, yeah. That doesn't make me the least bit happy. Does anything make you happy, Edgeworth? Running around in a circle? I'm saving Regina for last. Because probably the game won't continue until we talk to her. Huh? What's the matter? Raccoon City. Raccoon City. This is nice. It feels like a dream. A circus performance can be considered an art form. My pounding heart, it's beating with excitement. Don't you dare mention Regina in your next sentence. It's not every day you get to see what goes on inside a circus tent. Exactly! It sure makes me want to give it a big hug. The tent? Hug the circus. What? Having an animal show inside a place surrounded by barbed wire, it almost makes you forget that this is a prison facility. Barbed wire, huh? I don't need to inspect every last inch of this prison. We didn't see the animal show, but the stage and the equipment are still here. I should examine the remnants of the show. It could be useful to our investigation. Miles, please don't ignore your Uncle Ray like that. I was gonna say, everything Edward says is in his head. To him, he's just kind of sitting there thinking. Cheep. Phoenix makes Edgeworth happy. He makes him feel unnecessary feelings. Happiness is one of them. Because, you know, happiness is useless because you're just gonna feel sad again afterwards. Okay, I kind of made myself a little depressed there. That's not true. Life, please. Uncle Ray's feeling faint. I've never seen such dreamy eyes. She does seem to have an enchanting presence. Exactly! I feel like I must obey her. I wonder if she cracks a whip when she's taming her animals. Look, Ray, I'm gonna show you to somebody who cracks whips, and she is going to put you in line. Francisca, get out here! With those sparkling eyes, she'll say, "Down, boy!" I don't know about that one. If that's what you're after, I have someone in mind. Oh, I hope I see Francisca soon. You know someone like that? You must introduce me, Miles. She's the whip-carrying demon from the prosecutor's bench. You know it. Ray, please. Ray, are you desperately lonely or something? You want to hug everyone and everything. He's just, you know, that really nice uncle that always gives everybody hugs. I don't even know why I'm bothering to show him evidence. Let's continue looking at stuff. Is this a different? No, it's the same. If this is the front of the stage, I was wondering why this thing here, this sign, I guess, looks like it's being viewed from the back. Maybe it fell? Or maybe there's another piece attached to it. Yo, there's another pulley. Oh, this is a second floor. Yeah, because this well has gotta be over that little dirt patch on the lower floor in workroom A. Oh. This crude-looking well seems handcrafted. Was it built by the inmates? There are a bunch of tools lying around the well. A long piece of rope and a heavy-looking weight. It weighs 33 pounds. It says so right there. There's even a couple of pulleys. Just like the one below. Okay, please stop touching other people's things. Who's in that corner? Who's in the corner? Oh, I didn't even notice Frank saw it just there. Why? Does he have some duty? Okay, please stop touching other people's things. Thanks for the hydrate. No, wait, that was earlier. Thanks. Nice fit, Azura. How's it going? You having a nice Friday today? Ready for the weekend? Does anybody have weekend plans? Gonna go investigating with Detective Pikachu, maybe? Hee. Stingy pants! I'm just checking stuff out. It's not like I'm going to take them home with me. Unless they're expensive. Still, these tools, what were they used for? I can only imagine. I feel like saving real quick, just for some reason. That was the no! Today's Saturday, not in my time zone. Over here in Pacific Daylight, I got 9:45 on the clock. It is still very decidedly Saturday to me. I mean Friday. The frickin'! I'm confused now. Basically, I don't know. I'm just confused on what day it is because I didn't stream yesterday. If you're watching this on YouTube, you may wonder why I didn't have a Saturday video up. That's how it goes. Yeah. Well, what matters is I'm here now, and we're playing some attorneyisms. Can I investigate anything else about this? I see there's a lock. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I do? How did you know? Do what? I'm sorry, I'm a streamer. If I don't keep what I just said in mind, literally like 5 seconds ago, then I forget entirely. Nice folding chairs. Frank saw it. Did you see anything?
Ah, Mr. Attorney, how are you doing today?
We're doing... Hey!
We just met a few moments ago. Please do forgive me. Ever since I've come here, I've been working on refining my speech.
That's not the only thing that needs refining. His lying ability, huh? You didn't honestly register how creepy Ray was when you first played. You thought he was going for men and women alike because he's custom to Europe. But, I feel like we just haven't met enough people. Maybe, I don't know. Ray, please, go ask Mr. Saw to hug you. I bet he would. And then stab you in the back.
Right now, I'm helping out with the cleanup after the show. But if there's anything you need, please let me know. You have my full cooperation. I'm in the middle of volunteer work right now. As you can see, I am a model prisoner. I have been reborn inside this prison.
Reborn as a thief?
That was... The devil made me do it.
Immediate change of tone. Immediate placing blame on the devil himself. Well, the devil's in the details, Mr. Saw. What are you even trying to refute?
How can you blame the devil? You're a disgrace to thieves. I have nothing to say. I still have much to learn.
As a thief?
As you can see, I've exchanged my bracelet for a working one. I will continue to devote myself to being a model prisoner.
Again with a model prisoner. Give it a rest already. How's the pet grooming going?
I'm training to pay my debt to society once I become eligible for parole. So you were training instead of watching the animal show?
So, there were only two people who did not watch the show. Sawit and Dogen. Why didn't you say anything about Dogen earlier?
Well, if you ask any inmate about this at this prison, they'd all think twice before telling you. That person is like the ruler of this place.
Well, they got a hierarchy up in here. This really do be like JoJo Part 6.
Around here, we call him the supplier.
So he's the person who sticks things up his butt. It all makes sense now. The supplier?
If you ask him nicely, he can provide you with anything you want. What? Is that allowed? Normally it's not allowed, but with him it's another story. He supposedly has a secret route to procure these goods.
Connections. Or something special leading to his cell. Dude probably tunneled out of there. As the supplier, DOGGED would be in a position of power.
However, I put all that behind me. All I care about now is applying mud packs to the animals.
Mud packs? What, they got that mud facial going on? They got nice clear skin. Mud packs.
I coat the animal's fur with my mineral-rich mud packs to give it a beautiful shine. To help with my training, I give them to all the animals in prison, each and every one of them.
Even the birds? I don't want no mud on me. Even the chickens? Mud, huh? It could be related to that piece of evidence. Explains why there's mud on his gloves. I should present it to him. Man, imagine if the original Ace Attorney trilogy actually was more clear about when you should give evidence to people. Because, you know, back in the first game, sometimes it was just a matter of show everything to everyone.
Huh, that's the rubber glove I dropped.
Where did the mud on this glove come from?
Ah, that's the mud from my mud packs. At the time, I was practicing applying my mud packs.
Could you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident? Animal covered in mud. Great idea. Now don't you dare try to throw mud at me. There's no mud on the throw list now, and I don't even know how I would do that. Mud ball? Like Pokemon Arceus? How did I know that Chibi was gonna hang with Detective Pikachu? Oh! Yes. Because Detective Pikachu told me. We hang out on the weekends. But apparently not this weekend. Yeah. You know, he's voiced by KG Tang. I needed to talk to him to consult on my Detective Ray voice. Attorney Ray.
Since the animal show had started, I'd say it was around 9 a.m. The mud packs turned the animal's bodies pitch black, and my heart was pure white. I don't think...
Oh! Wait! Maybe that has something to do with the silhouette we saw. Maybe it wasn't DOGGED's dog after all.
I was totally engrossed with covering the animals in mud.
Prison life must be taxing on his stress levels. Mud. Okay, Chibi Gamer, how to throw mud? New throw item, mud ball. I'm gonna search for mud ball on Google image search and we'll see what we get. Well, I see balls of mud. Polished to perfection, oh my goodness. Those are actually kind of cool. Is there something I don't know about making shiny mud balls? Is that like a tradition or something? Here, I found a mud ball. It's 360 by 360. Y'all, we take this time to present you with this fresh distraction. I'm not done yet. Oh no. Everybody specialist among yourselves. Think about the Monster Hunter Rise end music. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Uh-huh. I did it again. I imported it as a model instead of a PNG. Mud ball. It's shiny and it's on a little pedestal, apparently. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Alright, throw your mud balls at me, everybody. Wait, not yet. Not yet. Is there a way I can just force them to always take every item? This is gonna be time-consuming. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Nope. I'm testing it. Nope. There you go. Beautiful. Wait, it's made of mud. It should stick. This is very important. There you go. What the heck? There it is. Mud! Beautiful mite. Banana! Anyway, rubber glove.
Thanks to the warden's policies, I can undergo job training here. I owe her a debt of gratitude.
Huh. Well, sure. Where'd the... Okay. Right, there was no music. Well, ain't there mud on my face? Origination, welcome. How apropos. Ori, how was... Did you finish Chrono Trigger? Tell me. Cause boy oh boy, I don't know what the end of that game looks like actually, because I kinda skipped it with a cheat device. Don't worry about it. Seriously. Yeah, what's up? I just wanted to see. Why is Frank here? Hold on, let me read this real quick in my head. Wants to groom animals? Can I interest you in a mud pack facial? No, thank you. I just had one, apparently. Or you got 2/3 of the way to the end. You think you're gonna finish it next time? Ooh. Don't play with the evidence, Kay. I'm excited. I love Chrono Trigger. I love Earthbound, too. Super Nintendo RPGs are my jam. Someday, I'm going to stream both of them. Someday. Not now. I don't have the time. When it comes to my streaming schedule, I can only really reliably have one long game at a time. Look at She Sparkle, though. I was eating the mud. Yum, 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 yum. Alright, Blade's got some info. Mud balls are a way of making a rock without needing any masonry tools. The form of pottery. Oh, I guess at that point it's like clay. Mud balls can be used as sling ammo, both slings and slingshots. If you clean it up, it's kind of art. I did like the shiny one. It reminds me of the episode of Mythbusters where they proved whether or not you could polish a turd. They did. It was very, very shiny. But also, ew. Gross. Regina, look at my badge.
Okay. I'll accept it.
What is this, a marriage proposal? Hold it. Did I say anything about giving it to you?
You're not giving it to me?
Of course not. What is this? I'm sorry, it's my fault for presenting it to you. Wow, she really has an effect on people, doesn't she? She even got Edgeworth to apologize. What the hell is up with this girl?
It's all right. I forgive you.
Why am I apologizing to her? Look away, Edgeworth. Look away. The shine is hypnotic. Looks like he's losing his Edgeworth. Or you might finish it next time and play Smash. You know I'm down. Just tell me when. Yeah. Well, hope you're chilling. Hope you got something good for dinner. And I hope you have a nice time. I don't know if you have contacts for Ace Attorney, but please play it someday. Someday. It's really good. Head of the Wild Animal Tamer Division, are you Mr. Key's supervisor?
That's right. Berry Big Circus was created by my daddy. But daddy died in a murder incident.
Okay, a murder incident is kind of two different things. How many... why are there... so many... Is there anybody involved in this case who doesn't have that? Just wondering.
Your dad is? But after that, our current ringmaster made the circus even bigger. The ringmaster's daddy's close friend. He's like a funny uncle.
Even funnier than Uncle Ray?
Wow, a funny uncle. That's great, Regina.
At least he's not a funky uncle. I don't know how I would deal with Hideki Naganuma being my uncle.
Yeah, Uncle Mo established the Wild Animal Tamer and Magic and Ventriloquist divisions.
Mo? Oh, what? Mo took over? Oh, Well deserved. Absolutely. West Clonadelphia been treating him well. He's not just a clown anymore. He is the entire circus. Oh.
Uncle Mo, only the Wild Animal Tamer and Ventriloquist divisions have subordinates, though.
Yeah, you know. What was that guy? Ben and Trillo? And, who? Probably not Acro. Or he wants to play an Ace Attorney. What to start with? Of course you gotta start with Ace Attorney 1. It's the one that sets everything up. The world, the characters. No better way to start.
Very Big Circus is gonna become even more fabulous.
Yes, that sounds amazing! The way these two are carrying on, I'd hate to put a damper on things. But the show must go on. I doubt showing her literally anything will help progress the plot, so I'm gonna talk about the animal show. Man, Edgeworth's hand is just absolutely massive. Looks like he could just grab Regina's entire head and crush it like a watermelon or something. Like, I don't know why I'm imagining that. Please don't do that. But if it was Sebastian the Best, then maybe. Just maybe. You start with Uno, but I don't have Uno, Ori. Could you tell us about the animal show? Or, you know, Phoenix Wright one. Parents, what are they? This is anime. Nobody has those.
It's an amazing show. It has a storyline and everything. What's more, it's a love story. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
Very nice. Are you the heroine, Regina Pie?
Nope. The heroine of the show is Astique.
I'll take it. I'll take it. What?
And her partner's Regent the Tiger.
Whoa, that's pretty feisty. A forbidden love, Romeo and Juliet. The Montagues and the Capu Tigers.
It's about the forbidden love between an elephant and a tiger.
Elephant and tiger? Forbidden love?
That's right. It's what they call a love triangle. Isn't it romantic?
Who's the third one? The bear? Is it Trillo? Is it Ben? I forget which one is the dummy. It sounds amazing, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Heroine. Astique is a female elephant? Yeah, literally the first thing you heard from Regina was down, girl. Edgeworth, pay attention, man. Capcom, everyone has big hands. GC Ducato, how you doing? Since it's a love triangle, shouldn't there be one more animal involved? Maybe it's just a love angle. I can be your angle or your devil.
Yeah, the third animal. He's the one who interferes with the love between Astique and Regent.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you think it is? I don't know, the monkey? What else could involve such monkey business? Or, well, since it's a circus, perhaps a lion? I think a crow would be nice. Kay, you don't know any other animal.
The third animal is a naughty little monkey.
Okay, how a monkey and an elephant gonna... Never mind. Never mind. Just don't even... Yeah. How am I doing? I am doing okay. What? I didn't ask any questions. I'm just saying, how are they gonna go on a date? Like, the elephant can't fit through the doors, you know? The monkey's gonna take her out to ice cream and it's gonna be like, well, I'll take 2 ice creams for the road. Just roll with it. The scale suddenly got smaller. That's not gonna work very well.
Money the monkey. Nope. The one who plays the role of the monkey is Simon.
Excuse me? Why? This deal gets worse and worse all the time.
Money's a little too small. He's like the villain who tries to break up the love between Astique and Regent.
I just realized that this show was accurate. You got the tiger, you got the elephant.
How will Aztec and Regent control their own destiny? Isn't it wonderful?
What a twist. They're gonna share a banana split with peanuts.
I guess.
Where's the chicken in this show? The chicken is practicing, being it's the chicken saving himself for marriage. Yeah, there you go. I thought Mr. Keys just did all the grunt work.
Wouldn't you feel sorry for Simon if he didn't get to perform on stage?
Not really. Never thought him much of an actor, to be completely honest. Anyway, could you tell me about the preparations for the show? It's not a love triangle if she doesn't love him back. You know what? I've always had a problem with the phrase love triangle. If it was truly a love triangle, then, you know, between parties A, B, and C, A should love B, B should love C, and C should love A. There you go. That way there's an arrow in every direction. It's not like, oh, A loves B and then C also loves B. That's not a triangle, that's just an angle. It's gotta complete the loop, you know? Please. And you know, it's an extra strong triangle if, like, B loves A back, and A loves C back, and C loves B back. It's pretty much just polygamy at that point. And that's why they say triangles are the most sturdy shape. This has been a love lesson from ManokAdobo. Quote me on that. Ba-bum-bum!
Simon handled everything, so I don't know much about it. Simon insisted on it. He wanted me to focus on the show. I saw Simon doing something near the well, though.
The well? If I recall, it was behind the stage. I'd better go take a look at it later.
He even moved this giant cage all by himself. Simon is such a nice guy.
That sounds like something Simon would do.
While crying profusely.
During the preparation, Simon went back and forth between the workroom and the courtyard.
Crying profusely. You know, he could hang out with Sebastian. They'd cry together. They'd cry me a river, and then they could get over it.
We were using the workroom to store our equipment.
No wonder the sheets were so colorful.
Only Simon entered that room, so I don't know anything about it.
The workroom? Was it the one where we found the dead body? So Simon was the only one who entered workroom A. Oh. It's not looking good for my client. Do you need to show me the video that explores love triangles? I mean, I know how love triangles work. I just have a problem with the phrase. I know how they work in storytelling. I just don't want them to work that way because it's funnier to think of them working as an actual full triangle.
Man, the bad news just keeps on coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running.
It would make sense not to live for fun. Mr. Lawyer, please promise me your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb, and that you'll help Simon.
Don't worry. Despite his looks, Mr. Edgeworth is really amazing.
What do you mean my looks? Despite my looks? And just what is wrong with the way I look? Speaking of look, it's look. Tell me, is there anything wrong with the way I look? I take pride in my jabot right here. I take pride in my hair. I take 5 hours a day just styling it. Please tell me it's not all for naught. Ooh. Jay works Alf, what's going on? Origination, long time no see. Ha ha ho. Love the cravat. Oh, you know, I used to blow my nose sometimes. Speaking of which, sometimes when I play these games I get a little phlegmy. Oops, sorry everybody. But you know, you don't think it's a tissue? Of course it's a tissue. I have the evidence right here. Looking fly, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, you notice. How's it going? Look, have you ever played Investigations? I know you've played Ace Attorney and you just finished Great Ace Attorney. But Investigations, this game never came to the US, never came to the West, the States, Canada, or otherwise. It's been great so far. I I was talking about this earlier. I love how this game, even more so than Investigations 1 somehow, it actually does make you feel like Edgeworth. Very few spoilers for Zelf. I'm gonna try not to spoil things, but basically there was a point where we were arguing with somebody, and he was just throwing random accusations at the wall, and every time I'm just like, we have evidence that says this is wrong. I update the autopsy report on you, please? Thank you. It was amazing. I don't want to ever do it again because it doesn't feel good. Like, it was amazing to witness, but oh my goodness, was that a little trying. The best, please. Welcome on in, everybody. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I only have 5 seconds of memory. You haven't played it yet. Well, hopefully you feel welcomed on in, and everybody, that goes for you too. Get cozy and enjoy the show. I'm a chicken that plays video games. You know, like Ace Attorney and Nintendo games, where I do the voices. We're talking to this very sparkly lady who runs a circus. That's how it goes. You know? So, yeah. Oh, Kingdom Hearts went well. I saw Wook was playing it for the first time. Or playing the first one, at least. So, please tell me you enjoyed the first Disney World. Or at least the story. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Despite my looks, and what is wrong with the way I look? I'll have you know, Wookiees said that I have a very nice cravat. Who is this now? Oh my! Yeah, it's Patricia. I had a feeling. Everybody's Southern here. After I told Zelf to not make everybody Southern, here I am. It just fits though. There you are, Regina darling.
Oh, Miss Rowland.
I was looking all over for you. I wanted to have a little chat with you. Am I allowed to listen in on said chat? Wook's tired, about to black out. Please get some rest. I know how it is after stream. I will definitely do that later tonight, but for now, yo, thanks for the rain and have a cozy little sleep time. Prison. But first, my badge. So you're the one who brings me my new family members. Family members? Thanks to you, our home has become much more lively. Please bring us 100 more, or even 1,000 more people. Oh, right. Right, she told us, like, oh, because I'm a prosecutor. Yeah, bringing people to jail. Wouldn't be a stretch to say that this place has become the world's biggest zoo. I don't know how you'd fit 1,000 animals and prisoners in here. We're in a prison, by the way. This is the warden. This is an interesting prison where every prisoner gets rehabilitated with an animal friend. And Patricia herself has a little, like, long foxy boyo. Yeah, that's him around her neck. Or, wait, is it a girl? I think it's a girl fox, actually. That's her around her neck. She's alive. She goes,
Yeah, I want a hug.
every time. I love it. You've seen the allure of Southern accents, huh? It's taken me this long. I guess I was just saving them for last. Can't use Southern accents in Great Ace Attorney, that's for sure. Could you tell me a little about this prison? Oh, look at the little fella. Currently, this place is my pride and joy, which I like to call our home. When I first came here, this prison was in a terrible state. It didn't have any animals at all. How could you even call it a prison? Terrible state? You mean the prisoner's attitude? No, I mean it used to be in Iowa. We moved it over to Japan-California. Oh. There are no bad children in my family. It was the environment that was terrible. But you see, Zalfira, what you gotta do is you gotta differentiate between the Southern accents. Roland over here, she's got the Southern Belle accent, like, howdy, Mr. Edgeworth. I trust you found our prison very appreciable to your eyes. Whereas Regina Berry is just kinda like bubbly with it. You know. That's why after giving it a lot of thought, I enlisted the help of the animals. Being together with animals will soften up even the most hardened criminals. Right now, everyone has returned to their most honest self. Just take a gander at Frankie. He's a model prisoner, so he says. Model prisoner who was trying to steal from a dead body. Oh man, Zalf, did you see him? Hold on. Look at this guy. Do you notice this guy? Do you remember this guy? He's back. Back after all this time. You played Ace Attorney 1, you'll know. What he's doing here, I'll let you find out when you eventually play this game, but just so you know. So yeah, you know, he went to jail. It makes sense. He's here. It doesn't seem that every Ace Attorney culprit goes to this jail, but I'm surprised not more than him are in here. Yeah, it's Frank! It's Frank's side! Yeah, stealing from a dead booty. Oh, you know, just reach your hand right in there. Was this game released outside Japan? No, it was not, sadly. It came out around the time that the 3DS was coming out. So, Capcom didn't see enough money in localizing Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Because the first Ace Attorney Investigations did, but I guess it just didn't sell well enough. I did my part, Capcom. I bought a copy. I just don't know where it is. Huge sad. You got that right, Larry. How's it going? Have you seen this game before? For Ninetales? I think Ninetales likes being a scarf. There are lots of model prisoners here, but Frankie is number one. He's proactive with his job, helping, training, and helps out with the chores. So we can find more opportunities to steal, probably? Don't the other model prisoners do job training and chores? Eh? Don't be silly. They all do, of course. It's just that Frankie here, he has his sights set on something different. Huh? Something feels strange. Are we about the logic chess? In any case, he's a very good boy. Please get along with one another. I don't know. I'm gonna present some mud-covered gloves that show you otherwise. The enchanting music, the prancing animals, the very big circus is fabulous. If you come here, you can see a show once a month. Really? Then maybe I should. Don't come here. Not on your own volition. Maybe if they sell tickets. Was she just thinking about committing a crime? Once a month, you said. Is it always the very big circus? I mean, there's only so many circuses in Ace Attorney. Like, maybe one day they'll do a magic show and they'll bring on Troop Grammari. I mean, they're confirmed to have been active at this time. They were in the first game. Of course! I'm Regina Darling's biggest fan. My darling Regina, she's just so fabulous. Oh, kissy kissy. I can't with this fox, it's amazing. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on, let me break out the snipping tool. Save the clipboard. And with any luck, I should be able to grab this. Ah, look at that. I want a little companion. Oh, look. Do you like my lipstick? I just put it on. Kissy kissy. She's just a little fella. Oh my goodness. A little foxy. There, now permanent stream buddy. I hereby decree. Scale filtering on. Don't you guys just love her? Precious. She's just cutie pie. I could just eat her up. She really likes her darling Regina. I like that fox. And that's why I'm worried about poor little Simon. If he is found guilty, Regina Darling will be heartbroken. Mr. Lawyer, please take care of little Simon. If there's anything I can help with, please don't hesitate to ask. But really, I would love to show everyone yesterday. Worst company, nice 6th. Am I about to have something thrown at my face? Always come in late. Oh, there you go. Is Edgeworth still the coolest, uppitiest lawyer around? There's somebody trying, worst company. There's another prosecutor who's trying to be the best. And his name is the best. But he's the worst. It's like somebody who's just trying out streaming for the first time. And they're like, I know I should be talking, but I don't know what to talk about, so I will just say words. I'm calling myself out, but also I'm calling prosecutor the best out. He's literally just graduated from law school, so you can't blame him. Anyway, we're not seeing much of him these days, so maybe he's off getting a brain cell or two. I'm a debased. Where? Wendy just had lunch. What you got? What you get? Ooh. Sounds good. What you miss? We're in a prison, there's animals everywhere, and this fox is adorable. Also, Roland's here. Patricia Roland. You did a wonderful job on the stage, Regina darling.
I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad all the prisoners came to see it.
Well, about that, just between you and me, not everyone came to see the show. That would be DOGGED insult, I imagine. There were 3 people who didn't see your show yesterday. Unbelievable, really. What, in the entire prison? Excuse me, but did you say there were 3 prisoners who did not see the show? That's right, I took a count and there were 3 empty seats. Well, everyone has assigned seats? Yeah, Simon's part of the circus. They just revealed it on today's stream, so you wouldn't have known that if you had come in before today. And we had even had the correct number of seats set out.
Doesn't that seem weird to you, Mr. Edgeworth?
It does. We had thought that DOGGED and Salt were the only 2 prisoners who were not present in the courtyard during the show. But that doesn't add up. Unless you count Horace. Where did the 3rd person go? Further investigation is needed. Or, you could just ask Patricia, probably. She did say 3. Oh, and I was having so much fun talking to you, Regina darling, and I completely forgot. It's time to feed my baby. My baby? Your baby. If dinner parties have taught you anything, the amount of seats is always wrong. You coming into You coming into dinner for a reservation, you tell them there's 8 people and only 7 show up, then you just feel like a butt. Like, they pushed together the tables and everything just to get that extra seat, and you just feel bad. They use the seat anyway. That's how it feels. Ah! What's going on? Is somebody coming through the gate? It's an alligator! Don't tell me that this is one of the rehabilitation animals. Also, there's a dead fish. Oh, Allie! You look as cute as ever. Allie or Ally? It's a name, so I'm guessing Allie.
Oh, how cute! So her name is Allie?
Yup, she's Allie the alligator. She's my favorite out of all my family.
How lovely! I want to try petting it.
If Regina darling wants to pet it, go right ahead. I'll allow it. I don't know, Regina, you don't have a good track record with animals with teeth. Allie the alligator, who would have thunk it? Alleyway. Don't find her in an alleyway. They seem pretty excited.
We need to go check the prison cells, don't we?
That's right. Let's look for the 3rd prisoner who didn't see the animal show. With a naming scheme and Ace Attorney, his name is probably 3rd guy. March 28, 402, Prison Hallway.
Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you, sir.
Gummy, my boy! Let's go! Do you have anything for me, Gumshoe? You got gum on your shoe. That's evidence. It's vital. I don't know why we saw an alligator and then just said, okay, that's cool, let's go investigate. Like, the alligator was cool, but Gumshoe is also cool. Gummy! Detective Gumshoe, I take it the investigation is running smoothly. When it comes to the best and Courtney, I don't think so. I'm surprised we didn't ask Roland about the prisoner. Like, is it... Oh, wait, you know what? It's because Roland knows that Edgeworth isn't supposed to be on the case. So she probably doesn't want to tell him anything, I guess. You don't trust the alligator, you might lose a hand. But you could get a cool prosthetic hand. I want there to be an Ace Attorney game where one of the points of evidence is that the killer or like the defendant or somebody has a prosthetic hand, so they can't leave fingerprints on the murder weapon. So it's like, that makes them seem suspicious. Well, they kind of already done that before. Not with prosthetics, but with like, this person usually wears gloves, so they didn't leave fingerprints. That makes it more likely that they used the gun. Something like that. I'm not gonna be more specific than that. You know.
The judge and that prosecutor haven't shown up yet. Oh yeah, I also got your message, sir.
What was the result of the examination of the victim's cell? Oh, Horace.
We hit the jackpot, sir. Traces of blood were found on the cell floor. There wasn't a whole lot there, though.
Just a little bit. Maybe not enough to kill somebody? Maybe it was after he died? Huh. Ray could ask? Yeah, you know what? Ray hasn't really been doing much useful, has he? He's allowed to ask. Why doesn't he?
This should prove that the murder occurred in the holding cell.
Indeed, the probability has increased. However, we cannot say for certain.
I thought you'd say that, sir. So I asked the lab guys to look into it a little further. They're running an analysis on the blood, so we'll know soon if it's the victims or not.
How old can blood be before you can check it for DNA? I wonder. Like, if it's old and if it's all like dried up, is it too crusty to check the blood cells? I know nothing about forensics. Ray got distracted by the animals. Yeah, you know, the animals.
Way to go, Gummy! Good thinking! Gummy!
Detective, you've outdone yourself. You get a pay raise right now. You can now afford 2 instant noodles.
Oh, Edgeworth, I'm so honored.
What caused this sudden foresight?
I'm actually a little hurt that you're so surprised by it, sir.
Sudden foresight. Like sudden use of brain cell at all. I hope nothing bad comes of this. Gumshoe, please. Even when he's being praised, he's being absolutely smoked.
Once we get the results, we can prove that the scene was the holding cell, which means
finding out how that doggy managed to sneak his way in there.
Blood has to be old before you can run a test. I'm saying, what's the maximum age? Like, of course you can run the test on new blood, but what if it's an old case and the blood was found like weeks later?
Just leave that to me, pal. Since that other prosecutor ain't here, we can investigate as much as we want. That's why I brought my secret weapons with me.
Please tell me it's missile. Please tell me it's Missile the Sheba.
Secret weapons?
That's right, pal. They got it us out of a few jams before. Take a gander at Dick Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons.
Oh, we got 7 now? It's 6 metal detectors and missile. Please tell me it's 6 metal detectors and missile. Google says you can get DNA from dried blood for up to 10 years? Yo. Remind me to wait 10 years after committing murder before getting caught. Just, you know, in case. I'm not gonna. You know, just in case.
Looks like he'll come in handy. Want to take up his offer, Miles?
Well, of course I want to work with Detective Gumshoe. That was the whole point. Detective, please allow us the use of your secret weapons. I'm not gonna choose, am I?
Sure thing, sir. First, I'll give you a rundown.
Ah, it's the metal detector! Oh, we're gonna see missile soon. I can feel it. Zalfira, get ready!
Secret weapon number 1, the Trusty metal detector.
That fact's only true for human, not chicken blood. True. True, so if I get murdered, the case is gonna get cold. Just like your order of KFC.
Perfect for finding all kinds of metallic objects.
As its name implies.
Next, secret weapon number 2. Everyone's favorite pal, Missile! Yeah!
Oh! It's the boy! It's the lad! Give it up for Missile! Oh, he's my favorite! They're using the same picture from Ace Attorney 1 too! Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
He can track any scent you want, especially the scent of food.
He's much cuter than Mr. Dogan's dog. 1000%. Another game with Missile. Let's go. What's going on?
And then, secret weapon number 3 is, this.
And what is this? It's a fishing pole?
Isn't that a fishing pole? What are you trying to catch?
Trying to catch a clue.
No, actually, I just brought it by accident.
It's okay, Gumshoe. It'll probably come in handy. Just like the fact that you hold on to the metal detector in Ace Attorney 1 for no reason. Never mind that. What's next, Detective? Zelfira, let me say I'm so glad you finished Ace Attorney 1-4, so I can actually talk about this stuff now.
That's all of them, sir.
Then why are there 7?
What? You called them the 7 secret weapons, but there's only 3 of them.
7 sounded more cool because it alliterated. You know, like 7 secret weapons. I can't just say there are 3 secret weapons. So, you know, I pronounce it like Japanese where they say suri. Suri secret weapons. That's all I have for now, pal. We can use the rest next time.
Oh, I see. I see. Gummy's playing it safe. He doesn't want to reveal his hand too soon.
I just can't reveal them all at once. Why do you think they're called secret weapons, pal?
It doesn't matter. We'll just use the 3 that he's provided. I was actually kind of scared to look at 7 pieces of evidence. Missile. I mean, metal detector, maybe, but missile. I have a sneaking suspicion that the fishing pole might be used for, like, doing something with the well. But I'm gonna take missile. Oh, they're doing the thing again! I don't remember if I said this out loud on stream, but, yeah, that's something that Ace Attorney 1 did that I had always wanted to see again in another game where you choose between the evidence and pick one. You know what I want, though? I want something where you get a choice of what evidence to pick, but no matter what you choose, it's always right. It's just a matter of using that evidence in a different way to get to the answer. Like, if it was this case, maybe if you get the fishing pole, you can use the fish down through the well to get something. If you got missile, missile can sniff out some clues. If you got the metal detector, you can detect for a bullet in Von Karma's arm, you know, something like that. Instant result of Google. Storage must be between 4 to 8 for a maximum of 1 week for frozen at 20 degrees for blood. Transport of frozen samples is on ice packs, so blood can go bad fast, but the DNA present can be viable in blood strains for several months. It varies depending on the environment, thickness of the blood, and so on. Okay. So I guess, like, if you're a detective and you're just trying to figure out a murder case, it doesn't hurt to always just check blood no matter what. Because if it remains viable for months, then you could still maybe get something.
You want missiles, sir? Hey, pal! Over here! Missile!
What the? The badge is on my face. Hey, get that off.
There he is!
Whoa, it's a little doggy. So small.
Please! I'm sorry, I brought a chicken along with me. Sorry, that's Missile's lunch. We'll have to track down on him later, or else Missile can't eat. First, let's decide which scent he should track down.
We are searching for the route Dogan's dog used to get to the detention cell. And, you know, Egg, besides Dogan's dog, besides Missile being the best boy, I wanted to pick him so that I could replicate how Dogan's dog went to the cell. We are searching for the route Dogan's dog used. This route would have also been the same path used to carry the body to the prison. So if we haven't tracked the scent of the body,
that should lead us to the path.
I bet. Yo, what up, Missile? Little doggy dog. Are Shiba Inus even trained for this? I mean, they're canines, yeah. I don't know. Is there a requirement of dog breed to be used for canine? At least in the US, like... This is totally different because this game takes place in Japanifornia, but Gumshoe in the first game did say he was specifically a canine unit. There's no requirement in dog breed? Ah, yeah. Just imagine a cop just walking around with a Chihuahua canine. Yo, sniffing out some secrets in small, hard-to-reach places.
Huh? Don't you smell something sweet?
Really? All I can smell is the smell of scent of blood.
It's a very faint scent, like cake or something.
Of course Gumshoe has a sense for that.
The scent of cake from the body?
To make the dog want to eat it, maybe?
Alright, Missile. Get a good whiff of that scent, pal.
Oh, look at he go.
Come on, let's follow after him.
All dogs can be taught how to follow scent trails.
That way is... He's heading towards the special cell.
And he's gone straight inside. Uh-oh. Missile, wait.
Yes, let's follow him.
Oh, I hope nothing bad happens to Missile. I hope they behave with Dogen's Dogi. Want a Missile plush? Well, I mean, you could... Any generic Shiba Inu plush could do. But hold on. Here is a plush that I recommend if you want the raddest Shiba around. Just give me a second. I don't know if you ever played a game called Valhalla, but don't you want this absolute Chad of a doggy? Look, he's got the Hawaiian shirt with the leaves and the sunglasses. This is a fella. This is a fella right here. Put him on the counter with your Valhalla drink. It's fancy. Rad Shiba. That's Missile right there. After retirement, he just vacations over in the tropics. March 28th. Prison special cell. You know this bit of trivia. Bloodstains confirmed to be older than a certain age cannot be relied upon as decisive evidence. DNA breaks down. Pointing finger gets blurry. I see. Unfortunately. That's a little sad, but it's better than nothing, right? It can't be decisive, but it's still evidence. This is Dogen's cell, but it looks like he's absent at the moment. Where? What? He's just allowed to leave? Maybe he's being interrogated? About what? This case, maybe? What's in here?
Shh! I think he's found something.
Wanted to take a break from buying stuff. I'm sorry. If there's anything the stream does, it makes you hungry and also makes you spend money. Oop. I wish I could be sponsored by fangamer.com. I love their stuff. You know, they started out as an Earthbound fan site. Well, they didn't start out as one, but they were run by the people who made Starman.net. What could there be in this room? I want him to find a secret compartment.
Mr. Edgeworth, we better take a look.
Oh? Anything new since last time? Are these cookies? Fangamer has oodles of top tier stuff. It's always good. And the fact that they get official deals. Like, I think they sell the Solid Snake and Otacon plush too. Official Konami merchandise. Like, you gotta buy them as a pair. I mean, literally, you have to buy them as a pair. And don't you know it? They come with a cardboard box. It's Armstech brand. And you know they got magnets in the hand so they could hold on to each other for when they ride on jet skis together. And Otacon comes with ketchup. It comes with a ration. He ketchup on his ration. And then also Snake finds Otacon in the locker after he pees himself. Don't worry about it. A teacup and biscuits. I suppose he has his tea time in here too.
Playing chess while drinking tea in his cell.
It's almost like you're not in prison.
Isn't this going a bit overboard with the special treatment? It's like he gets you whatever he wants.
Don't complain to me. You should tell him yourself.
I think I'll pass on that.
Look, it's one of those Japanese tea mugs without handles.
Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. There's a small chisel here.
I'm not well versed in woodworking, but this seems like a pocket-sized chisel. A pocket-sized murder chisel?
A pocket-sized chisel? It must be convenient to have one wherever you go.
Maybe that was inside the metal box? I mean, the chest box? Is that from a thief's point of view?
No, it's from a great thief's point of view.
She didn't even skip a beat. Kay is learning. It's Dogged's chessboard. It still has that hound piece on it. The one that's not on the other piece of evidence.
Ah, the chessboard has legs. Aren't these things expensive?
They can be. This is very good craftsmanship.
Mr. Dogged playing chess is kind of unexpected, you know. I figured he'd be more of a Go player or something like that.
Go? Do you play Go, Kay?
I'm really good at Go Bang.
That's not Go. Well, that joke is lost in translation. I get the gist of it, though. If this was localized by Capcom America, they'd probably be like, "Are you good at chess, Kay?" "I'm good at checkers." That's completely different. It's the chisels Dogged uses. More than enough for him to murder someone with. I'm good at going, gone.
Speaking of chisels, it kind of looks like someone used a chisel on your forehead, Mr. Edgeworth.
What does that mean?
And what is that supposed to mean? See, that furrow between your brows getting deeper. It looked just like a carving.
Oh, don't remind me. I would leave the subject alone if I were you. Edgeworth's sensitive about he forehead.
Huh? Missile, maybe? This is what you're barking at?
Are those cakes?
You just want a snack?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, hey, knock it off, pal. Chocolate cake is bad for dogs. If that's how it's gonna be, I'll eat it all myself. Wow, that was pretty good.
You ate it?
Yum, 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 yum.
Gumshoe, that's evidence! No!
Good for you. But it looks like someone else has a problem with that. Hey!
That wasn't fair, Gummy. I wanted to eat it too.
I don't think Missile's wrong. I don't think he just wanted the cake. I think he traced the sweet smell from the body's location. I doubt it's wise to eat food you'd find lying around in a prison. Or the evidence.
Anyway, I guess Missile was barking at the cake, sir.
That was pointless. I guess we're picking another evidence. No, we gotta put it together. At least put it in your logic, Edgeworth. Gumshoe, Pagan, and Doc, don't do it! Gumshoe, I'm buying you cake, so you don't have to do that anymore, please. Is that police dog gonna get the job done?
He's fine, pal. He was just following his stomach instead of his nose. Let's track down the scent of the body for real this time, Missile.
Okay. You tried your best. Mr. Edgeworth, you're old. That sums up about half of Kay's dialogue, huh?
Ooh, looks like he found something else, sir.
I like how Gumshoe's running animation looks like he's going.
Now it's this cell.
This would be Mr. Elbird's cell. Oh yeah, J. Elbird. I'd like to examine the interior. Detective, call a guard.
Roger that, sir.
Good work, Detective. By the way, speaking of Go, it's like Gumshoe is Edgeworth's gopher. Hey, Zalfira, if you're looking, Does anything look familiar about the contents of these cells? There may I don't know what she did. But I think Polly went to jail for bird crimes. Oh, Polly, why? I thought I could trust you. Is Jake Elbert still being held in the disciplinary room?
No, he should have already returned. He was present during the noon roll call. He may have been assigned to work someplace else.
I see. Well then, may we examine the cell?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, this is cool. Look at this. Goal 201 pound, goal 101 pound. Jay Elbert's gonna be nothing but skin and bones. Is that the Blue Badger? No, that's Patricia. This sandbag shows signs of repeated use.
You want a box too, Missile?
Don't tell me that was the right thing to look at.
Look at him go!
It can't be. Detective, move this sandbag at once. Oh no, I found the right thing right away. I didn't get to look at the cell. Aw, man. I wanted to look at all the cool stuff.
Yes, sir!
I'm sad now. Hey, there's a hole. Oh, this is...
Hey, Missile, come back here!
I'm going to. Man. I mean, I could manually look at what was in the cell. They got a little punching bag. I hope those pill bottles on the bed are legal drugs. Not weight loss pills. Oh, geez. He got a heater in here. That's pretty cool. Boxing gloves, a poster when he was a champion, I guess. Man, I wanted to read all that. Hold it!
I'll stop them, sir! It's too tight for me, sir!
Detective. It can't be helped. I'll have to wait for her to contact me. Wow, okay, we just don't get to look at the cell. Feels bad, man. Hello, Kay. Are you alright? Oh, by the way, everybody. My voice filter updated and it works now. Check this out.
Don't get so worked up. Right now, I'm in the detention center.
The detention center?
That hole comes out in Knightley's cell.
Really? Stay where you are. I'm coming over there now. But where could the hole have come out from? March 28, 5:04 p.m., detention center holding cell. Don't tell me she came out of the toilet. Ew. Got me too thick. You could believe a dead friend coming back to help her student solve a case, but this is pushing it. Well, you know, if any spirit mediums were around.
Jay! Mr. Edgeworth! I really helped out, didn't I?
Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured.
The floorboards have been ripped out from under the bed, sir.
What? I see. How did we not notice that the first time? I guess it just got ripped up now. Kay, did you do this? It seems we found what we were looking for. And that solves how his body left the crime scene. Oh, I almost dropped my controller. The passageway between the detention center and prison is blocked by solid doors. However, there was a secret underground tunnel beneath it. How did nobody find that? Nice telephone filter, thank you, Zalf. Also nice liquid ghost emote. I wonder where you got that. We were following a sweet scent and arrived here. That means the scent must have come from Knightley's body. Is this a sweet scent? Who knew a body could smell so sweet? Come to think of it, his body was covered in dirt. It may have been caused by passing through the tunnel. Jay, what was the inside of the tunnel like?
It was pitch black, so I really couldn't see much, but I took some photos.
Of what? Please show us. It's just gonna be a blank photo. Oh no, she used the flash. I guess that makes sense. What? Yo, they've been digging with cups and sporks?
This is spoons and forks. Were these used to dig the tunnel?
Okay, if you're gonna dig a tunnel under a prison, like, yeah, Great Escape, whatever, it's a pretty cliche thing. Who knows if they'd give you, like, strong enough tools to do that nowadays. But also, where do you put all the dirt? You flush it down the toilet? That's the only way I can think of. Because you take the dirt out of the hole, you have to put it somewhere else.
More importantly, what are these footprints?
That's probably missiles. These footprints, could they belong to a dog? Oh, you know what? Yeah, if this is Kate taking a photo going through the tunnel, why are the footprints going towards the camera? Oh, you know, emote came from a kind feathered fellow. I'd like to meet him sometime. Digging with a fork. Yeah, stuck in the roof too. This will surely be vital evidence. However, before we consider that, we have a big problem.
A problem?
Even Shields' sprite doesn't know what's going on. J. Elbert could use this tunnel to move around freely. Yeah, why was it in J. Elbert's cell of all people?
Detective, confirm his whereabouts post-haste.
Perhaps he's... Oh, yeah, this cell do be kinda open, though.
You may be right, sir. This is a big deal.
Suspicious! After speaking with the guards, the search for J. Elbert was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and cranny of the detention center and the prison. But in the end, they found no sign of him. Yo! He's a free bird now! And I'm free as a bird now. Why does digging out of prison with a spoon sound familiar? Oh, ghost trick. Oh yeah! That was a thing. I love that puzzle from Ghost Trick where you have to like navigate all the prison cells. You have to go like down the toilet and up through the vents or whatever. That was fun. If you guys like Ace Attorney, play another of Shu Takumi's games. I think Shu Takumi wrote it. Ghost Trick. It's a game about you're a ghost and you have to solve your own murder mystery and also several other mysteries in the span of one night. And like one of the gimmicks is that you travel through the phone lines to get across the city. It's really cool and it really feels like Ace Attorney writing. One thing is, at some point, the writers were playing with the idea that maybe it takes place in the same universe as Ace Attorney. But over time that they kind of haven't really expanded on that, so maybe it was just an idea. They haven't really confirmed. All in all, just a bunch of ideas that they had at one point. Some prisons don't have concrete surrounding cells. They don't have running water. Basically, they get a hole to drop stuff off in. What, the toilet? Oh, okay. One of those air toilets to just suck up the poop. March 28th, 5:34 p.m. Detention Center hallway. Epic music. Did you contact the police?
Yes, ma'am.
We've already done that. We've set up a security perimeter around the prison, ma'am. Right. This is the first scandal in our prison's history. We're so sorry. She's completely different from before. Actually serious about her job. Mr. Edgeworth, was it? Thank you for finding the escapee's tunnel. But it's a little too late. Mr. Elbert has long since flew the coop. I don't believe he has gone beyond the detention center. There are security gates located at the exit of the detention center. I believe it would have been difficult to get through those, wouldn't you agree? Maybe he has another tunnel. Oh man, now I'm wondering what would have happened if I had picked the metal detector or the fishing rod. Here's what I kind of want to do. If we have a save point right here, I'm gonna save using a save state. And then let's see if I can load that save point and then pick the other options, because I want to see what happens. We certainly can't deny that possibility. However, Anyway, there's no use in you being here now. Please return to your investigation. Yes, we'll do that. Takumi did write Ghost Trick. You'd say it's his best game. It's a really good story. I love it a lot. Oh my goodness, oh my dang. I'm glad I have a physical copy on the DS. But if you want to play it in a higher resolution, it came out on iOS, iPhone, and it has higher resolution graphics. I recommend it. Go play it. If you ever want to stream it, if you're a streamer out there, maybe get a little bit of that. Find an iPhone to record. You guys get back to your post too.
Yes, ma'am.
Who this?
Detective Gumshoe, sir. We've got the results of that blood test you ordered. Good work, pal.
These are the forensic results of the blood stain we found in Knightley's cell. What if it's not even Knightley's? What if it's Jay's blood?
I hope this is not Chris's blood.
So what's it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
The blood is confirmed to have been Knightley's. Oh, okay. But is there anything interesting about it? Good prison design puts security and control of the environment first. Comfort for the inmates is not a concern. If you want to know how to get rid of a concrete cell, watch Soul Eater. Okay. Hey, now that's good news. We found the blood stain in Knightley's cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell. I'm just wondering if it maybe wasn't a dog. All the animals get covered in mud, right? We have all the evidence we need. It's time we ask DOGGED a few questions. DOGGED, did you say? Please, use utmost caution. That man even has henchmen outside his prison. Outside of the prison. Outside of the prison? Is this related to the secret trade routes as the supplier? Connections inside the prison. Is he just a member of some kind of mafia, I wonder? Yakuza? iOS Ghost Trick, it is really good. That's how I played it back in the day, actually. I've never actually played the DS version. The police have been searching for DOGGED's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but... So that means back then... So we still want to talk? Even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from the precinct? That's right. I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed. That assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh? Interesting. You had evidence transferred from the precinct? Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning DOGGED. Look at he. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but no matter how much evidence we have on him, we can't get a single word out of him. Well, sure, like, but short of torture, there's always the option for him to just not say anything. The warden interrogates him himself. Why go that far? Lose your focus and he'll eat you alive. Be on your guard. Whoa. You made Uncle Ray a little nervous. Oh. I wonder. March 28th, 5:55 p.m. Special cell. Prison. Oh, Justine's here. Judge Courtney, what are you doing here? Questioning a prisoner? Did you forget that we are investigating as well? Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again. I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words. I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come for a testimony about the truth of this case, which you have overlooked. I'd say let's... I feel like there's a testimony coming on, either with... I was gonna expect with DOGGED, but maybe with Courtney. Let's do that one, just one, and then let's call it after that, because I do want to load back an earlier save and see what that metal detector do. I should have guessed that missile was the right answer.
You mean to say that you require my humble services?
Tisk, tisk, no, no, no. As I promised, I have returned to prove that you are the culprit.
Interesting. Do tell.
Objection! That's his voice.
Before that, you should first listen to our reasoning.
We can say with confidence that Simon Keyes is the culprit. Only Simon Keyes could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison. And we can show proof of this fact. But first, I'd like to hear of your result, Prosecutor Edgeworth. If our reasoning is correct, will you submit it to us? Your prosecutor's badge? Not my badge. I need to present that to people.
You deprive him of his badge? Is that a threat, pal?
No, it is not a threat. Rather, an act of compassion. Normally, I wouldn't even have taken notice of you, since you have no right to investigate. However, if you are able to show proper resolve, I would be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge? I'll bet my badge and Phoenix is on it. We're raising the stakes.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Deductive reasoning, more like deductive seasoning. Oops, 11 herbs and spices. You got that right, Skyfer. Theorizing that if Dogged was really a notorious, maybe connections doesn't mean he's part of a crime family, but built it up for while being independent. Maybe. I don't know if we'll get that much backstory out of Dogged. I'd be interested to see, though. Since we know that Edgeworth had something to do with Dogged getting put in here, I'm still expecting we get a flashback case or something.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Can't you see how smug I am? Very well. I trust my own reasoning, but moreover, at the moment I am currently a defense attorney's assistant first and a prosecutor second. That gaffle could be a Castlevania weapon. Oh, it could be the hammer of judgment. You strike it down on someone, and depending on what sins they committed, it might instant kill. I will not sully the good names of the Edgeworth law offices. I intend to see my job through. I won't yield to your threats. So be it. Is this bravery or simply foolishness? On the goddess of law's behalf, I shall be the judge of that. Sebastian, allow me to.
Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine.
Ooh, baby! Movement to the prison. You know, doesn't Courtney actually kind of look like a Castlevania character? I could see her, like, being part of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Being part of her own, like, courtroom room where Miriam could go and upgrade, I don't know, her weapons, but specific ones like whips and hammers. And what other weapons have been inside an Ace Attorney courtroom? I don't know, bombs? Oh, by the way, Zalf, if you don't mind the extra bit of knowledge for this game, it's nothing too spoilery, but yeah, you know, Edgeworth just name-dropping Edgeworth law offices, like actually talking about his dad. Yeah, they've been talking about Edgeworth's dad in this game, about how, like, he had a history of Edgeworth able to sympathize with people who lost their fathers and people who used to work with Gregory Edgeworth in the past. It's really cool. I'm surprised that the first Investigations game didn't do much of that. You know, just dealing with Edgeworth and his father. Also, thanks for the chicken, Tocado. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by his cell with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid the cage while he was moved to the prison workroom. Anime churchy vibes. Very Castlevania. So Mr. Keys went to his cell after all. After hearing you talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated ourselves. Why don't you have a look? Edgeworth deserves the best. Really neat that they do it here. The story in this game is off the charts. I've only played like 1.5 cases so far, but I am already in it. I can see how they're setting up stuff. Setting up stuff that they're probably going to talk about or explore later. Like Edgeworth's relationship with his father and the people he knew back then, and his growth since the beginning of his life, basically. Since, you know, back when Miles Edgeworth was just inches Edgeworth, until he grew up. He grew a couple of inches until he became Miles. I have here a printout of the security camera footage. They did catch Simon! Look, there's a timestamp and everything. This is the moment where Mr. Keys visited Knightley. Exactly. As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reasoning. I mean, yeah, it's a blind spot. You'd still see him go in. A blind spot. That means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. Mirror, though. At this time, there's still the possibility that Knightley never left his cell. Almost slipped into an actual British accent there. But why would he be hiding inside an animal cage? Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That is the only possibility. A prison escape? That's so cool! And legal. First Mr. Albert and now Mr. Knightley? I won't let them show me up. Okay, this isn't the time to get excited. Miles Tails Prower, that's he, right there. If you take off his pants, you'll see 2 tails. You want me to expand on that? No. I say nothing else. Leaves. J. Elbert's escape is no laughing matter. Simon Keys was aiding in Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice. He was an accomplice. Not bad, Simon. Don't praise him. The cage was transported temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. I'm losing the accent. Gotta think Bayonetta. Bayonetta. The shadow remains cast. He would then be carried out along with the cage. I presume that was the plan. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keys and murdered. Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense, much better than Sebastian's. However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything. Look under every bed. Look behind every sandbag. Phoenix be like, Edgeworth, what do you mean we lost both of our badges in a wager? I'll get it back. Just lend me an extra badge or 2. Go, where's that Furio Tigre fellow? I'm sure he has that paper badge still. Movement to the prison. Maybe they waited for this game to go over Edgeworth's past so they could add the first Oh, sorry. Well, I already read that out loud. The day before yesterday, incident with Mr. Knightley. Judge Courtney, about this incident. You do not know of it. That would be unbecoming of you, Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations. 2 prosecutors half. Naturally, I know of it. It's just could you tell me overruled? In that case, this is a waste of time. I shall continue. Mr. Knightley, he attacked a guard and stole his keys. You'd probably have your great-grandfather's armband too, right, Phoenix? I'm adding that to the wager. And that dog collar, too. Do you have any proof Knightley stole the keys? It is the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley would have attacked the guard. We will know for certain the moment the guard regains consciousness. He's been unconscious for a day? I'm sorry, Courtney. That guy's got brain damage at this point. Like, the cells are just pouring out of his ears. It's unfortunate. We can scoop them back in there, but they may not be in the right order. Is that really true? I don't know. We have evidence showing that he stole a uniform. That's probably a more compelling reason, considering he, actually stole the uniform. Oh, wait, no. He didn't steal the knocked out guard's uniform. He stole a uniform from one of the lockers. Is that really true? Should I ask Judge Courtney for more information? Phoenix after 2-1 be like, it seems like I really am an Ace Attorney too. Justice for all. There is one point in your reasoning that is odd. If Knightley did indeed steal the key, I'd expect he'd try to escape immediately. Was it really necessary for him to wait for Mr. Keys to help him escape? He simply chose that method with highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage. As he waited for the opportune moment. This is what I believe. Concealed the key. Judge Courtney, such an oversight is unlike you. Knightley could not have concealed the key, and I can prove it. Knightley did not hide the key, and the proof is the frickin' metal detector he just gave me. If she tried to leave, it would have gone off, I think. Let me see if there's any other possible explanation, just in case. Maybe he had no way to hide the key? I don't see any way, like he could just put it in his pocket or something. I'm saying metal detectors. No? Okay. Can you take a look at this evidence? Isn't it nice? I'm afraid I cannot accept that piece of evidence. Oh, okay. I just wanted to show it to you. Please don't penalize me. Alright, that's not it. She's a tougher cookie than the best, that's for sure. Wait a minute. Alright, let me just hold it a little bit more. I just want to hold it. Hold my breath, that is. So Mr. Key's actions were intended to help Knightley escape from prison? Yes, he stopped by the detention center's holding cells with a cage. This is Simon Keyes' own testimony. It can't be denied. His visit to Knightley's cell ended up drawing suspicion, as one would imagine. Simon was just clumsy. His clumsiness led him to bring the cage to the detention center. Or he brought the cage to help Mr. Knightley escape, or he just wanted to visit. Which explanation do you think is more natural? Oh, I see you understand. Simon Keyes carried the cage to the detention center. During the time, Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit the cell. You have proof Knightley stole the keys. Oh, okay. Don't ask for more information. Let me make sure if I press everything first. I understand. Mr. Knightley used the stolen key to leave the cell. The game's doing this. I'm sorry. Judge Courtney's hot, but her hair's a bit whack to draw in style. Look, I can stand if she spends that much time putting a law book inside her hair, as we established. So, she's got that dedication to her craft. I hope she doesn't do something like turn out to be a villain or something. I hope not. We'll see. This is Ace Attorney after all. Why would he have a need to do such a thing? In order to escape, how else would you explain his actions? That is, the animal cages are made of metal. They would not have been subjected to a check. The animal show takes place once a month. So naturally, Simon Keyes would have known about it. That wasn't enough to negate her point. I must use a hand trap like a ash blossom and with cherries or something, ghost bell. As long as the cage was discovered, it would have been simple to avoid the guard's eyes. Was covered, not discovered. But instead of helping Mr. Knightley escape, Simon Keyes betrayed and killed him. This is a truly unforgivable crime. She says Mr. Knightley stole the keys, but he denied it, didn't he? Unless Knightley had the keys, this logic doesn't hold up. This will be the breaking point. I will try pressing the testimony further. Okay. So I'm guessing the fact that he just didn't have his keys on him when he died. Because we don't know where they are. Let's try it. Blade's gotta bounce. It's been fun. Really needed it. I'm glad I can help in any little way. I'll be ending soon, but thanks for hanging, and thanks for thinking about the leaps of logic in this game. You know, I don't know if people think I come across this way, but like, when I think of all the random little flaws in this world's logic, I'm not pinpointing this game as like flaws or anything. I just think it's silly. This world is silly, this game is silly, and I like pointing out the silliness. Because thinking about it from the perspective of having to actually function in the world, that leads my mind places, you know? As if I were a fanfiction writer, I would totally write that in. You know? If I was a fanfiction writer, like somebody in the chat maybe, or... not saying anybody specific. Have a good night, Blade, and let's see here. Woo! Hi, Ro, how you doing? I'm thinking just the fact that he just doesn't have them, right?
Take that!
No? Alright. The fact that he got attacked in the cell? I didn't mean to press that, by the way. I think my controller's L button got stuck. It do be very silly. And the fact that the games and the anime and media just kind of build on that silliness, especially Investigations. Investigation is very much a celebration of Ace Attorney as a whole. But I'll let you figure that out when you play it. Did not hide the key because he was wearing a different uniform. Because he was attacked. Okay, after this, I'm gonna start like thinking harder about what I present. Oh, come on, man. Chat, I'm raising a blue flag. This is the first time I've done this in a while, so let me just lay down the law. If y'all have any theories, just theories on what the line of logic might be, I'm open to it. Just, you gotta supply it with a line of thinking. Oh, not a good impression. Unless it's a red herring and I actually need to...
Hold it!
Why, I didn't even do anything. What's even better is when you overthink. In Ace Attorney especially, I'm a victim of that. There was the very first presentation in this game where you have to present a picture of a person who does not have a pimple on his forehead, being like, okay, stop with the... do I have to unbind the control again? I might have to unbind the control again. I didn't know they were asking to present that this person doesn't have a pimple. Like, I clearly saw that there was a laser pointer that pointed at his forehead. I saw it as nothing else. I am going to rebind my controller right now, okay? Thank you. Okay. You have proof that he stole the keys. You're back. You're winning. I'm doing something. Doing that Ace Attorney thing where I'm stuck at a point where I gotta present something, but I don't know what at this point. So let me logic out with y'all. You split Platoon? You split Platoon? You beat Splatoon, congratulations! The regular story? The regular story definitely a lot easier than Octo Expansion. Congratulations, Haru. I gotta catch the VOD later. And Splatoon, it's really good. You know what I gotta do? I gotta find... out when Splatoon 3 is coming out. And I'm totally gonna play it. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Knightley did not hide the key because they didn't find anything when they searched? That's a little bit of a stretch, but maybe. Because he was dead? See, okay, here's what the problem in my thinking is. I don't know if the game is literally trying to have me prove that he didn't hide the key, or if the game is just directly asking, oh, he didn't hide the key because he was dead. I'm this close. I'm this close to saying it was because he was dead. Not completely sure though yet. Is it? Am I just being dumb? Is it just because they don't know where it is? Is it just because they don't know where the key is right now?
Take that!
Overthinking. Haven't the guards informed you yet? They searched nightly after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found. Since the key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold. That is not an issue. There is an explanation. See? I got ahead of myself again. I bet she would have had an explanation for it. Ah, jeez. Mr. Knightley had the key. It simply wasn't found. That's what I was assuming she was going with it. That's why I didn't think to present the key. The reason being he concealed it inside the chessboard. The chessboard? You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon? Come now, how do we know whether or not the murder weapon was really there? Oh, so you are dropping that point.
What? Take some responsibility for your own words.
That was all Sebastian's idea, after all. So those two don't always agree on their reasoning. In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. When Simon Keyes arrived, Mr. Knightley used the key to slip out of his cell. He entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom. I know how I presented information and I'm supposed to feel good about the music going on, but it feels like Courtney's the one styling on me. Don't y'all feel that? All thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keyes. Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried outside after the show had ended. However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance. Oh, I'm seeing red. Mr. Keyes performed in the show. He would have had no opportunity to murder him during the circus performance. What, you're gonna say he wasn't? No opportunity, is that so? The story plays itself out on the stage, and such was the case with the animal show. Oh, wait. The animal show was taking place in the courtyard on the second floor. The well drops down to the first floor. Did he really set up something? So she examined the content of the show. The suspect plays the role of the villain who antagonizes the elephant heroine. In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love and all ends well. At that point, the suspect in the role of the villain is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. Blown away by the elephant? Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again! Was he hurt? After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes. More than enough time to murder. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Even in such a short period of time, it would still be possible to carry out the murder. Don't you think so? No! Because reasons. Reasons that I will come up with right now. Clearly, it was the stolen uniform. So he committed the crime in 15 minutes and then returned to the stage. That may have been possible if the crime scene had been in a prison. Now we're going for it. Judge Courtney, the actual crime took place in the detention center. This is my way of saying I have no way to refute your claim, so I'm just going to start talking and hope you believe me. I'm afraid I cannot accept that camera footage alone as evidence. No, we got something else. As for evidence, I have it. Oh, well then, please show us your evidence. Where is the evidence that shows the scene of the crime was the detention center? Eeny, miny, miny, mud. Have a look at this stained blood. Is this the floor? Yes, as you can see, this floor is made of floor. Oh, goddess of law, I am unable to comprehend your mysterious ways. This is what we discovered. The area here was tested positive for Mr. Knightley's blood. Oh! This blood test, could it really be trusted? To begin with, how were you able to conduct a scientific investigation? I couldn't, but Gummy could. I was playing active expansion next week. Ooh, good luck. Oof. I happen to have a subordinate. I can't vouch for his competence, but he is a man I can trust. Mary Gremory, thanks for the follow. Gummy! Gumshoe was about to say something. No, he's just looking. That detective. Oh, this concerns me. Trusting him? You can trust him with your life, pal. I know I have on several occasions. I cannot think why one would disturb the order of law. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee's influence goes as far as the police department. Gummy's in trouble! Aw, sorry, Gummy. Forgive me, Detective. I'm afraid something bad may come of this. I'm not sure how low your salary can go. I will accept the fact that blood was found at the detention center as evidence. However... Objection!
How ridiculous! Ridiculous! This is unthinkable of you, you third-rate prosecutor!
Mr. DeBest, you're here? I completely forgotten about him.
There's a giant contradiction in your statement. According to the security tape, a dog killed Knightley in his cell. Then after he left the cell, the blood on the floor was wiped away. Did the dog wipe away the blood stains? As if that could happen.
Is he actually being a smart? Did Simon wipe it away, is your claim? No. Oh, hi, Dogged. You want to interject? I didn't know you were involved.
That is possible of my Anubis, right, boy? That was one of the tricks I taught him while I was still on the outside world.
Oh. Right. Yeah, murder dog. Yeah, he would be trained to clean up evidence.
He makes sure to hide any bloodstains he makes.
Oh heck, another doggo! You know we dogging up in here, except this one may have committed murder. I don't know, do I believe it? He looks like a good boy, I think. Barks at me a lot. I love that's how that's part of the description.
So as not to leave behind any evidence.
I was saved, if only by chance.
Shouldn't you have taught your dog to shake or something? Anubis also performs that trick very well. But the shake I taught him is a little different from others. He uses his teeth to grab onto somebody's neck, and he shakes very, very hard. First, he bites the victim's hand.
No. Stop. I don't want to hear anymore. Onslaught, nice 7th. Welcome. There are no bad doggos, just bad owners. Onslaught wants some KFC. I am a little hungry too. I'm thinking about getting a snack after this. I wonder what though. I might have some frozen chicken breast in the freezer. Might air fry it a little bit. Clearly I have an air fryer. I might. I do be hungry. I see. I understand. Prosecutor Edgeworth. It appears you've gathered a good hand. I'm glad you understand.
Yeah.
My argument isn't over yet.
Overruled. Objection overruled. Hey now, that's a little harsh. Sebastian, would you allow me the privilege of explaining?
Sure, Justine.
You finally realize the murder occurred in the detention center. Therefore, that assassin's pet dog. Hey, what now? We just got evidence even more so. Dogen testified. Little peckish, eh? The more I think, the more hungry I get. Let me drink some water. Maybe that'll satiate me. My opinion has not changed. Unless I can understand how the dog was able to enter and leave the crime scene, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hold it! I've been waiting for you to say that. Now let me show you. This evidence shows the route the dog used to go to put the cold food in the oven, out, eat the food.
Take that!
Just, you know, I love how the anime portrays this. Every time you present evidence, it creates gusts of wind that blow away your opponent. Did you see that? In the anime, they literally have, like, I don't know, lightning effects and storms and poof, whirlwinds. Poof, 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 poof. It's so dramatic. If anything, if the anime got anything right, it's that. This photo. Look at this secret tunnel hidden in the prison.
That's impossible! The secret's a tunnel!
This tunnel was dug by the escaped prisoner J. Elbird. Wow, he actually left. It begins in his prison cell and is connected to a holding cell in the detention center. Namely, the victim's cell. Is he in cahoots, I wonder? I don't even know. I'm shocked. How did this? Pleading the fifth, Dogen. Dogen, you must have known of this, since you used this tunnel to commit murder. Overruled! You're going to deny it now? In the name of the goddess of law, I hereby reject Prosecutor Edgeworth's claim. Hold it! What do you mean? Evidence is everything. That remains true here, just as in the courtroom. Isn't that right? Just as in the courtroom, Justine Courtney? I have evidence here. Horace Knightley's autopsy reports. Oh no, it's my turn. Autopsy report? Can I just, like... Hold on, I need a screenshot of this. There's no way. Without context. I just want this without context. I'm gonna post this to Twitter. I'm just gonna... I'm literally posting this to Twitter right now. You can go check. You can go check if you want. And then I'm just gonna caption it. This is the most ace attorney ever. Beautiful, mate. Tweeting live on stream. Couldn't be me. Autopsy report. The turns they have tabled. The Gyakutens have Saibond. Since when? Why are you surprised? This was delivered straight from the police a short while ago. It's not complete yet. I need to update it later, more of a preliminary report. Here, the very word of the goddess-in-law is written. Cause of death, stab wound to the neck, died instantly, murder weapon, sharp metal object. Does the dog have metal teeth? How do you know it's metal? You know it's the fan service game when they flip around the autopsy report on Edgeworth himself. It's almost what I asked for earlier. I wanted Edgeworth to update the report, but I guess I can stop making that joke now. I'm running out. I only have like 2. Next bit. The victim was stabbed multiple times in the same spot with a sharp object. Although they were unable to determine the actual shape of the murder weapon, they have clear proof that it was a sharp metal object. So do you still stand by your claim that a dog used a sharp object to kill the victim? Dog teeth are sharp. This can't be! That is all. The court is adjourned. Objection! But wait, there's more. The tunnel contains the dog's footprints. No, maybe they're just Missile's footprints.
Perhaps it may have been one of Anubis' walking courses. I can never tell what Anubis gets up to outside my cell.
Something feels unnatural about all this, but I have no evidence. Corny Pie, you sure pulled a hidden gem at the very last moment. She waited for the perfect time to reveal the autopsy report. Yeah, in fact, I'm impressed. Wow. Have I let her outwit me again? Appointed Attorney Shields. Here's the autopsy report from earlier. I apologize for the delay.
No, it's all right, thank you.
Stab to the neck, victim, sharp metal. I gladly accept it. Mr. Shields, I don't believe it's necessary to hold hands while exchanging documents. I'd advise you to stop. You know, he just wanted to hug your hand with his hand. Huh? Persist any longer and I shall call on the strength of the goddess-in-law. I'll be careful. Justine, well done, just as I planned. And what? I only acted in accordance to your instructions. You're telling me the best is actually in charge of something? How much planning did he do? It's these kind of characters that make me wonder. Is the best playing dumb, or is he just dumb? Horace Knightley, cause of death, stab wound, neck, sharp metal object. Well, damn. The autopsy report came straight from the police. I can't refute it. However, if the murder weapon wasn't the dog, Dogen will be cleared of suspicion. The merciful goddess-in-law so decrees. If you so choose to yield now, your badge will not be taken.
What will you do, sir? She says that, but...
My answer remains the same. Bring on the Edgeworth music! Ba 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 ba. Judge Courtney, it is as I've said before. I will see my job through. I will not yield to threats. So even now, you still refuse to give up. If you want to keep your badge, this may be your last chance. Right now, I am a defense attorney's assistant. What I protect is not my badge, but my clients. The goddess of law grows weary of your sentiment.
Hold it! Now we're talking. Miles is starting to understand that a defense attorney never gives up.
Why you put it in air quotes, though?
Well, he's kind of quote-unquote a defense attorney.
To be fair, Edgeworth has gotten experience.
Actually, those were the words of your old man.
He watched his father's defense trials after all.
My father? It really is in your blood. You're the spitting image of him right now. Just put on some glasses and also sit in an elevator floor. Maybe don't do that one. You said it yourself. You've changed since you were tainted by Von Karma. It's only now that I've actually come to believe it.
Hey, let's go. Character development. Ray, you may not be doing much right now, but I'm glad I've gained your approval.
Mr. Shields. Well then, Miles. Now's the time to put those skills to the test.
Think beyond your limits. If the murder weapon was a sharp object, does that really negate your reasoning? The murder weapon was a sharp object. That's it! Just thinking if there's literally anything else sharp. No? Then dog teeth. Or a chisel. There were 5 chisels placed inside the special cell. DOGGED is a former assassin. It's quite possible he could kill someone with just a chisel. In that case, the weapon that killed Horace Knightley was... Is that all? Well then, I suppose you'll be giving up. Evidence is everything, don't you say? The murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, such a weapon has yet to be found. So what are you trying to say? The only decisive evidence is the actual murder weapon itself. And that was in plain sight this whole time. The real murder weapon is... DOGGED's chisel. What did you say? Overrule! Take responsibility for your own statements. The scene of the crime was Mr. Knightley's cell. You said so yourself. If the evidence changes, then so will my logic. That too is courtroom procedure, is it not? If the chisel was used, that means the killer was human. However, the fact remains that we cannot deny the security photo.
Yeah, what about that photo?
I'll give you the answer. This photo shows the moment. The dog, or someone attacked the dog. We didn't really see exactly what happened. No? Okay. Someone attacked the dog. There I go again, trying to be clever. It showed the moment the dog leapt at him, yeah. But it doesn't actually show any murders. The person attacked the dog? It's obvious the person is the one being attacked. As I thought, I was wrong. Just so you know. Okay, so what photo are they talking about? Question. Because this is security footage. It's not a photo. They are talking about the attack. Okay.
So really, what's with the photo?
This photograph shows the moment the dog leapt. But it doesn't show murder. DOGGED's dog leapt at Knightley. However, the victim did not die at that time. Didn't die? He was only knocked unconscious. The dog didn't move a dead body. That's what the dog doing. It moved unconscious Knightley. And the real killer was its owner. I see! If the victim was moved, it would have been possible for DOGGED to commit the murder. And use the murder weapon. Just test the chisels for blood, I bet. Indeed, the killer is Sir DOGGED. It can only be you. I feel like I've fallen right into his trap.
I bet your teacher used to write on your report card. Needs to pay more attention on what others say.
I would think that describes you more.
We examined that room, every crook and granny.
Old bag, you're here?
Right, Justine?
We examined all 4 of Mr. DOGGED's chisels, except for 4, and found no traces of blood. Hold it! You feel Ray's not as talented a warrior as Edgeworth, but it seems he's serving more as a source of discussion. Yeah, at the very least, he holds true for what's right. And hey, you know, if Phoenix Wright is any proof, it doesn't matter whether or not you're a smart lawyer. As long as you got the evidence, as long as you believe in your client, you find that truth. Thank you, Miss Judge Courtney. Thanks to you, I am now certain. Thanks to me? Whatever do you mean? When I came here earlier, I saw 5 chisels.
That's right, there were definitely 5 there before.
So the one that disappeared was... the smallest one, presumably for portable use. DOGGED, where is that chisel?
I'm not free to leave this place. I have no need of a portable chisel.
He's gonna deny it existed, huh? Not free to leave. In that case, he mustn't have been free to hide the deadly chisel either. He does get interrogated by the warden regularly. It could have been on one of these visits that he stashed it away somewhere. And Edgeworth's pretty experienced to begin with. The fact that he still leads the proceedings even outside of court, I believe it. Phoenix pulling the truth out of his ass when he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. Top Phoenix. He do be anime protagonist. Whew. Dogged, you just dug your own grave. It seems you know something. Would you care to show it? Oh. Dogged couldn't leave, so the place he hid the Chisel is... Oh, I have to put it on the map? He couldn't leave. So he must have hidden it somewhere. I don't want to overthink it. I want to try this first. Even though they said they searched his cell, every crook and granny, maybe he did find a way to hide it. Dogged is a prisoner, so he can't leave his cell freely. Perhaps he could have sent his dog out to dispose of it. But he would not have been able to confirm the weapon's location.
So, what does that leave?
Above all else, special metal tools are allowed in this cell. Even if one chisel were to appear here, no one would suspect a thing. You'd be a fool not to take advantage of that. I see! Of course, it's always safest you do something yourself. Objection! I examined everything! I didn't find any hidden... Objection! Thanks for the hydrate, thanks for the bucket. You gonna put water in that bucket? I'm certain the murder weapon is here. The reason you haven't found it is because it was cleverly hidden. Oh, I have an idea.
You say I hid it? Where exactly?
Think. Where he could have hidden it. I have to remember everything up to this point. There must be some clue. I have an idea. Does this mean what I think it means? Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth! Bark, 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 bark. Did the dog eat it? Come to think of it, that dog hasn't barked at me once today. It in he mouth! Previously, when I came to the special cell, it barked on Dogged's command. That's it! That's what's been out of place! There's just one place he could have hidden the murder weapon. Oh. You know, I had thought he might have hidden it inside the chiseled dog piece, because it is pretty big. But doggy mouth.
Giving up already? How dull! How dull!
I will present evidence. This piece of evidence shows where you concealed the murder weapon. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Here's a dog I'd like to show. Hasn't your dog been awfully quiet today? Now that you mention it, it hasn't barked at all. Before it was... No. No! Oh, okay. I thought you were going to obstruct justice. Sir Dogged, open that dog's mouth now.
Anubis doesn't bark needlessly. I ordered him to do that before.
In that case, order it to bark now. Naturally, you should be able to if you have nothing to hide. Ooh.
It was inevitable. Anubis, show them your mouth. No way.
As you can see, a dog of this size can easily conceal a small chisel in its... I wasn't finished talking yet. Why a chisel? The dog really had one in its mouth? I thought he was unusually quiet. Was he unable to follow the discussion? Sebastian, would you call the forensics department urgently, please? I got it. Pork has been demanded. And Dogged reprimanded. Blood has been landed. And now we, for justice, banded. No, I've disbanded, then disbanded. Got reaction. This result is positive for blood. Also, nameless inversion. How you doing today? Welcome on in. Thanks for coming. What?
Chisel!
The best, I can follow you less and less with every word that comes out of your mouth. I guess that just proves my theory wasn't just nonsense. Like what the best is spouting. Will this chisel be the murder weapon then? It reacted positively for blood, there is no doubt about that. It also has a lot of dog spit on it. Well, there's also a bell attached. Mr. Sir Handtoken, now that the murder weapon has been found, I must ask you for your testimony. Are we gonna interrogate the Dogged boy? Can we look at it? Yeah, it's 3D.
This bell, I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
Yes, I was just thinking the same thing.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth too? I wonder where it's from.
There's no point in dwelling on this matter. We'll remember soon enough.
I guess you're right.
Oh, what about the chisel itself? I love how they shaped it so that it's easy to render on a DS. Because, like, how many polygons can you think this baby can put out? What's the best looking model on a DS you ever did see, I wonder? Did y'all know that the toad in the title screen for Mario Tennis on N64 has an absurd number of polygons? He has like tens of thousands, when a regular N64 model has only like a couple hundred. Dogged hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth.
Could this be the murder weapon of this case?
I can't say for certain, however, traces of blood were found on the chisel. At the very least, it's not unrelated to the case.
Is Borkstomony?
I must ask you for your testimony. We know how your dog got to the detention center, and we've found the murder weapon. You still think you can talk your way out of this?
Interesting.
This guy, even at a time like this, he's still smiling?
Well, Anubis, it seems everyone has become suspicious of you. It's quite troubling, but since it has come to this, we have no choice but to tell the truth. I did not kill anyone. I've long since grown weary of killing.
A likely story, B055. Boss. What's this? His face looks completely composed. Like some kind of monk or something. That's our new challenge. When it comes to Ace Attorney, no more diplomatic immunity, no more judges overruling. Just a man who chooses his words very, very carefully. It seems we'll need to listen to Mr. Dogged's explanation. Please promptly give your testimony.
Certainly.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I don't know how much time I have left, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to stop you right there and save it with a save state. And I'm gonna make sure that I can load the save state properly. Alright, y'all. I'm not gonna end right now, because I'm curious about something. This is Ace Attorney. I want to investigate every nook and cranny. So, let me just reset my DS. And I think my last save file is both before picking up Missile and before finding J. Elbert's sale. So let me just, also, thanks for the follow. Oh man, how far back did I go? Talk to Regina? I'll try to do this quick. That's right. It's almost as if I still have this fast forward on my DS from when I played Dragon Quest V. So yeah, let's just talk about stuff while I replay the game real quick. Everybody. So let me just say, next time I play Ace Attorney Investigations, it's probably gonna be. I feel bad about not playing it on Monday or on Thursday this week. So maybe I'll play on Monday as a bonus, and then I'll also play on Thursday. How's about that? I feel really bad that I had to miss a Thursday. That's the day I really am determined to always play Ace Attorney. It's one of those weeks. It's all right. Have we talked about what Simon does in the circus? Yeah, he's basically the lackey. He's the gopher. He does all the little odds and ends. But then that's what he told us. Regina here is saying that he was actually part of the show. He played the part of a monkey in the little love triangle between the elephant and the tiger. Bonus Edgeworth, baby. He's doing his best. That's what he's doing. So, chat, how you doing? What's new with everybody? Any good food? Any cool stuff happening? Oh, this music. This music is like... When it's fast? When it's fast, it kind of sounds like doots. Kind of looks like... Sounds like farts and doots. Can you point out the specifics of the name's pun? We have talked about that. We have talked about shy monkeys. And how an actual monkey actually grabs his hair and controls him like freaking ratatouille. Ratatouille. Unless there's something else about the C part that we haven't talked about. Staccato's doing well, also good, always good. Yeah. I'm happy we got a little bonus content. If I had known, I probably would have saved earlier. Like right at the choice with Gummy. A model prisoner, huh? Frank saw it. I have a feeling that Worst Company's typing up a doozy, so I'm waiting for that. Did I get Sirhan Dogan's pun yet? My first thought was that Dogan was a pun on dog, because he uses a dog. But maybe he's a Sir Hand again. Sir Hand again? Hand again. Something like that. If it's a pun that the localization team came up with, it's pretty clever. It's not a spoiler. Yeah, look, tell me what Dogan's all about. Shy monkeys. Yeah. You know, the way you guys were talking about it earlier was... It made me think there was something a little more complicated to it. But no, yeah, he does the monkey poses and he gets shy. Shy monkeys. And then, Ray Shields literally talks about shy monkeys, so it's not like that's something to have discovered. Anyway. Was I supposed to show this? No, not that. How did I progress from here? I'm beginning to forget. Did I talk to Saw yet? No, I didn't talk to Saw, so that's why it's not progressing. Sir Hound Dog. Sir Hound Dog? Okay, sure. Hound Doggin. His name in the unofficial English translation is Sirhan Dogan. Sirhan is an African name that means wolf. And he was the assassin who killed Robert F. Kennedy. Nothing bad happens to the Kennedys, no way. Oh, man. Okay. The name of a Japanese Zen Buddhist teacher. I like that. I like the way they went with the pun in this time. It's way more subtle. And it uses actual names. As bad as even Capcom got with some of the pun names in the later games. It's nice to see a lot of effort being put in and thought being put into it. What else can we talk about? Edgeworth. You know what? I haven't even talked about my topic list, because I usually do that. Let's see. Oh, did you guys see? Do you guys see that there's a Multiverses open beta again? At least a lot more open than the closed beta from before. Yeah, hashtag not sponsored, but they announced that they have a partnership with Twitch using the Twitch drop system. If you link your WB Games account with your Twitch account and watch anybody, literally anybody play Multiverses on July 19th to, I forget when the end time is, they actually will give you a code. You just have to watch for a cumulative hour. Alligator! Dogged's pun is great. There's the obvious pun with the dog, and then the other layer. Layered puns, that's what we need. Like they thought so hard of a pun that they went around to... I'm just gonna save another state here. So that I can choose whatever I want.
Found you, sir.
They put a lot of thought into it. Lemonade Cafe got invited again. Invited for Jackbox? What are they playing right now, Haru? On the Drooby stream. I hope I can catch him before he ends. He usually goes until 1, so I think I'm good. We're just doing a little bonus streaming, because it is midnight. There's some choices earlier in the game, and on 2 occasions I accidentally chose right 2 times in a row. Let's get our fishing pole, baby! 7 secret weapons! Fibbage, ooh! Oh, for multiverses, okay. Are they doing the thing where people who got in can, get, a free code to give to friends? Yo, Lemonade Cafe, if you're already in, I was saying, they got it so that if you watch any Twitch stream with Twitch drops enabled, with multiverses, you will get a code. So if you enable Twitch drops in your Twitch account and stream it, Haru, we could totally just watch your stream and get the code. I'm gonna watch somebody, might as well make it a friend, right? Or I could just ask. All right, what we got Edgeworth, harkening back to Ace Attorney 1, giving us choices on how to proceed with our investigation. Now, we don't get a literal missile, we get a dog named Missile, who was able to find out the route which the killer took. The fishing pole, if you please. I am serious.
The fishing pole, sir?
Is the fishing pole from another game? I don't remember it. There's a pond in the prison courtyard. Something important may have fallen in.
Roger that, sir. I'll fish it out right away.
He's actually gonna go.
Whoa, pal! You didn't tell me there was an alligator.
Oh, yeah, I should have mentioned that. What's the matter, Detective Gumshoe?
It got away, sir. I thought I hooked something big with a line snap. There has to be a monster fish in there, sir.
It's likely that alligator. I won't tell him that, though.
I guess the fishing pole won't be of any more use to us. Try another one, sir.
What was the point of that? Let's ask for it again. The fishing pole, if you please. Oh, no, he actually bothers to go again. Gumshoe! He got the memory of a goldfish. 3 seconds, that lad. The metal detector, if you please.
The metal detector, sir? I'll sweep the area right away. Metal detector, activate!
Please be the same sound effect. What am I detecting? What happened, Detective?
Sorry about that, sir. It seems the battery's dead.
You didn't even charge it? Aw, man, guess we can't use that then.
Looks like the metal detector won't be of any help to us. Try another one, sir.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, we have one more place to check. J. Elbird. Right here, right now. So yeah, I plan to get multiverses. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna play it for sure. I was excited to. I signed up for the initial beta, but it didn't. They didn't give me a code, sadly. I could have asked Origination for one, but I don't know. I was a little reluctant to. Oh, I'll never get tired of that missile sprite. His gnarled teeth. Oh, god damn it. I have to look at everything again. Is it just the chisel? Do I just care about the chisel? Yes, my chiseled forehead. Thank you, Kay, for noticing I have chiseled features. Ha 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 ha. Wow, interesting. I wonder why it was necessary to look at the chessboard. Eat the chocolate. Oh, I want some brownies. I don't have any chocolate brownies in the fridge. I do have... They are cupcakes. Question for the chat. What's y'all's go-to kind of dessert? Yeah, let's go with dessert. I am an ice cream person, but really anything cold tickles my fancy. There's a Filipino dessert called halo halo. It's made of mixing frozen milk or ice and milk, depending on the style, with literally anything. Any fruit, like people put coconut jelly in it, they put sweet beans, they put flan in there. Sometimes you get coconut balls as well. Various types of fruit. Ube ice cream, cheese ice cream, all up in there. Man, I want some now. Halo halo do be slapping. Have you been able to try it, Zelf? May I ask where? Did you actually go ahead and try Jollibee once? They've got some pretty good halo halo. Like, yeah, it's fast food halo halo, but I'll take it. Like, it's delicious. Oh, I want some. Maybe I should go to Jollibee this weekend. Ice cream, cake, ice cream, cake. Worst company, you and I are on the same wavelength. More the ice cream than the cake. Been a long time. You need to double check if Jollibee has some. You know it does. I just gotta get to one.
Mr. Edgeworth, how many minutes do you think this hourglass goes for?
Albert is a former boxer. I'm guessing the amount of time in a boxing round. I'd say 3 minutes. In a boxing match, each round lasts for 3 minutes.
Psst, wrong. The correct answer is around 2 minutes. Why? Well, because the glass is cracked and some sand is spilled out.
Okay, but did you time that? What? How could I miss that? Wow, okay. Kay actually being a bit of a detective. What are these pills? I'm concerned about the pills, Kay, not the poster.
There's a poster of Mr. Albert on the wall. And what's this next to it? Is this his weight loss target?
He was a former boxer. He probably continued with his weight management. It seems he also takes various protein supplements.
Muscle protein, hustle protein, bustle protein, crustle protein. It's made of Pokemon. Weight loss protein, nothing but protein.
Protein! Y'all watch Agretsuko? The yoga instructor dude? Protein! I need to watch more Agretsuko, actually. I never finished the last season. And what's really cool is that, I don't know, at least the Twitter account has been more active recently. And because it does relatable memes about office work, suddenly I have a connection to it again. I don't know. That and the fact that I recently followed the voice actor for Haida, Ben Diskin. Just because I appreciate him as a voice actor overall, too. Not just because of Haida, but he does a whole lot of my favorite roles. Like Young Joseph from JoJo Part 2, Nigel Uno from Kids Next Door. He also voices that alchemist dude in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and several characters from Fire Emblem like Lorenz and Ignatz, I think. Which weight class is you aiming for? What's lighter than featherweight? Atom weight? First time Zelf tried Halo Halo was at a friend's birthday, but used to have a place around. Oh, the local places were the best. Yeah, definitely a lot of local Filipino restaurants in my hometown that are gone. I remember there was a place that had like a little freezer on the side, and they had a lot of pre-made desserts you could just grab and buy. I would always grab like a gulaman, which is sort of a brown sugar drink with grass jelly in it. That was my favorite. But they had some pre-made halo halos sometimes. They had some coconut jelly on the side. That place was so fancy. Rocky is written here in messy handwriting. Could it be the bear's toy? This prisoner seems very close to his unusual partner.
This takes me back. Didn't you play with stuff like this when you were a kid?
When Edgeworth was a kid, Kay, he watched court cases and participated in mock trials. No, I don't recall doing that. Edgeworth, did you even have a childhood? No. I was raised by Von Comba. What do you expect?
Well then, what did you play when you were younger?
I played Get Whipped by Francisca. Chess, golf, and the flute. Things like that. You play as the flute. Awesome. I want to see Art of Edgeworth playing the flute. Wait. I want to check something real quick. Hold on, I'm looking up something. There is an Ace Attorney soundtrack. Yeah! Yo! I'm sorry, that might have been a little bit loud. There's an Ace Attorney soundtrack that got released in Japan, but of course you can import it. And I wanted to check. I wanted to have a little double check to see. Because here I will show you guys what the album art looks like. Boop, 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 boop. Right here. Orchestra. From the Gyakuten Saiban Orchestra album, Gyakuten Meets Orchestra. I have a connection to this album, like, personally. Because when I was a kid, or I guess when I was right out of high school, around that time, when I first got a cell phone that was able to hold music. I had a cell phone in high school, yeah, but it didn't have space for MP3s. It only played like MIDIs. When I got to college, I got a hand-me-down phone from my dad. It was a bootleg Motorola Razr that could actually play MP3s off a micro SD. This album was the first piece of music that I put on that phone. Because I just wanted to listen to Ace Attorney music on my phone. And I put, like, other stuff over time. Like, you know, the 2000s classics, like Linkin Park, and that's all I really listened to in high school. Don't worry about it. But this album! And hold on. That's not what I wanted to look at. This is the alternate cover art. This is a little more relevant. I didn't know Von Karma played the violin. Edgeworth is playing the flute! That's canon! That's actually canon! That lines up with what Edgeworth just said. He knows how to play the flute. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you have any friends? You knew he had a Phoenix and a Larry once. Why must you be so concerned about that? Not the Gubby Aboose. You know, it's okay. He just needs to play his instrument harder. Whatever instrument that was. What was it? Cello? No, he was playing he's playing the triangle! Oof. Ow. Sorry. This mysterious person with a whip. Wouldn't want to cross them. Okay, this is the one last thing I'll check, I think. Unless there's something else? Giving the prisoners a heater is careless. They're much too lenient here. I guess there's no worry in burning the place down because it's made of stone. This guy used the heater every day? It was probably for his weight management, since training was his hobby. Probably wanted to sweat out all the weight. When his partner Rocky gets too hot, he is a polar bear. I think their combination is hot enough. What is that supposed to mean? I don't think there's anything else to check. So that's all I wanted to see. All right, everybody. That concludes the bonus. Thank you if you stuck around this far. But let me just load state 3. Actual save game. And call it for the night. Call it for the week. Call in mockery. And get that Friday night going. Let's check if there's any art for the stream. If you have art, post it on the Discord or tweet it at me, and I'll put it up. Oh, here we go. Here we go now. What, oh. Cats. Just random. I'm noticing my monitor is kind of ghosting a little bit. I don't like that. This monitor was expensive. It's 4K. I'm noticing that the game is kind of leaving an after image. I hope there's a way to get rid of that. I hope it's not breaking. Oh, we got some stream art in the Discord. And if you wanna, ooh, nice stuff, nice stuff. I know there's stuff from Kamen Rider. I'm not gonna put it up because that's work in progress. There's something beautiful from Wendy, one of our resident artists that has been here for a long time, ever since I first played Ace Attorney, great Ace Attorney. But first, we got something from Mod of the Stream, Lemonade Cafe. Me and the fellas, me and the everybody, the gang. We got Drew, whose chin grows ever longer, a smug chicken, either levitating behind them, and Haru's new design with the bandana and everything. Pretty good, very chill. I like it, Haru, I like it, very good job. Let's post it up on the fridge, if I had a fridge. Nice prison escape. Hope that doesn't end badly. Whoa. And we got one more piece of art to put up. Wendy, you have outdone yourself. I love this palette. Did you actually take the Giorno Giovanna? Oh, it's Tuesday. I see. On a Tuesday. Sebi. Is Sebi the best name in Japanese? From Wendy, we've got Prosecutor the best looking his best. Yo, I love that sort of abstract look on his, like, his profile. The way that the side of his face is slightly obscured. It kind of reminds me of Picasso. And the whole pose with the fingers like he's taking a pic. Oh my gosh! Outdone yourself every time. Those colors, they do be poppin'. Absolutely. This is why I have a little stream art section for y'all to be inspired by, or, you know, your chance to show off if you happen to have already drawn art for the occasion. Like the part that, do I still have it up? Like when I drew a little fan art for Zalfira stream when she was playing Ace Attorney a little bit, just saying. Anyway, let's put that up. Thank you. You're welcome, Wendy. It's beautiful, absolutely. Can we make the Gundam into Prosecutor the best? Let's go. Beautiful. This is what, like in anime, when you do a special move and the colors get all inverted. Yeah. You're welcome for the stream, everybody. This is hopefully a great start to everybody's weekend. I'm gonna try to play this game on Monday if that makes enough sense. Hopefully nobody missed too much. Will I stream this game 3 times next week? I'm not completely sure. But we'll just see what happens. I want to make up for it. Yeah. So everybody, if you haven't already, take note of the monthly stream prompt, Edgeworth's Secret. Whether it's him finding or finding one about him. And I'll see you next time. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch to catch me live. I will take a sip, thank you. Catch me live next time I play this or any other game. There's the YouTube link in the description. Or if you're on YouTube, you're already there. YouTube link in the chat. Discord link if you want to hang out, but only if only if I trust you, if I've seen you around here. Twitter if you want to follow for memes and dreams and pictures of my Nintendo Switch and Gundam builds. And yeah, if you gotta go to sleep, I will let you. Have a good night, and stay clucky, everybody. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Goodbye, farewell, and don't let the doggy bite you on the neck.